Hello, hello. We're back with more Trails through Daybreak 2. We're here. I have no S boost. I'm gonna go try and see if I can find something to fight to just get S boost. This is my bad habit of breaking everything and killing everything. Come here.
Get to work.
You are in charge of that. Blink. We've got the upper hand.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I have enough for at least an S break.
This feels pretty great.
You're on a whole other level, Shizuna.
That's something at least.
Let me handle this. Skill set.
All right. Let's see what happens.
What is this about, Maxim? I haven't done anything.
Like hell you haven't. It's your fault that Paulette... that Yume... Stop right there, Maxim.
You let that man go!
Caught up already, have you? There's no use trying to talk me out of it. I'll do whatever it takes to see this through!
Guys out cold.
All of this has something to do with Paulette and Yume. We can tell that much. But can't you give us the details?
There's gotta be some way we can help make things right. Just like when we escorted you here to dig up that time capsule.
Point taken. You have a right to hear what's going on. I put out that request around 4 months ago. Back then, I didn't know a damn thing.
Inside that time capsule was a picture of Paulette, who you'd been searching for. Then came the kicker. She'd been at Monmar all along.
Yeah. I was dumbfounded. But what shook me to my core was the fact that she'd given her heart to someone else.
What?
That must be how things were rewritten.
And this new partner of hers.
You guys confirmed it with me, remember? It's Aslan, right there on the ground.
Now we know his version of the story.
Even still, why take things this far?
Obviously, it came as a shock. And instead of chasing a lost cause, I gave up on the spot. It's only natural. I was the one who let things get to my head in the first place. As far as I could tell, Aslan was the sort who could treat her right. I was determined to be a good sport. To step back and give them a chance. But then I learned what this bastard did. When no one was looking, he would abuse Paulette behind closed doors.
What?
A case of domestic violence, huh? This has to be another one of those twisted truths.
Yeah, though it's a little too plausible for comfort.
Not only that, but it turns out Aslan is being backed by a Central Eastern mafia. Say a peep to anyone and you might not live to regret it. Even threats like that weren't beneath him.
A Central Eastern Mafia. Quite an elaborate tale he's spinning.
After that, my mind was made up. I decided to save Paulette, no matter how much I had to dirty my hands. For her, I would gladly lay down my life.
Well, at least that part of him hasn't changed.
For everything I've put her through, this is the least I can do to redeem myself. If you really want to help make things right, then stay out of this so I can kill Aslan.
You can't be serious!
We're not just going to let that happen.
Fine. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Just the boss that we fought here to... Looks kind of similar. Dat Julius.
Its strength is that of a high-ranking cryptid. As for its appearance,
It's a dead ringer for that Archdevil that appeared in Pandemonium.
Oh yeah.
This is just like when Ashen summoned that Nue.
Spiritual energy spike detected. Wait, these readings.
Its spiritual signature lines up perfectly with Maxim's.
In other words, this devil is something born out of Maxim's psyche?
So his inner fire is on full display. This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Damn it! We're gonna have to go for broke here.
It's go time!
A chance! Displaying enemy stats.
Weak to Mirage.
Some are tough.
It's go time!
Now we're talking.
Got a lot of health.
Too slow! Don't screw with me!
Okay, that's a buff. And it healed itself basically to full. Out fucking standing.
Let's party!
Full throttle.
Chance! Over here!
Keep the hate going.
Now we're talking.
Engaging skill.
Gotcha!
Let's go, Agnes.
You'll be sorry for that. Here goes! Out with the... Rough him up, Divine Blade!
Engaging skill. Boost gauge upgraded.
So I want to drop that stuff sort of earlier on so that I can have time to recover the
You'll be sorry for that.
craft points in this S boost.
Keep moving, Van!
All you, Agnes!
Energy output at full throttle. Initiating drive.
Thanks, pal.
Keep him topped off. There's a heal.
My turn now. Time to push through.
Engaging skill.
Divine Blade!
Remove the buffs. Haha, all cancel. Hell
You'll be
sandwich.
sorry for that.
It's amazing.
I like where this is headed.
A chance! Initiating drive.
Stung.
Chance!
Ha! Now we're talking.
Gotcha!
Death poke.
Let's go. Engaging skill.
Too slow.
Make it count, then.
I'll take you on. Activating there. Aaron.
Now we're talking.
Gotcha.
There we go. Criminal Butte 2. Almost level 50. Means I need a lot more skill stones. Hooray.
How did you manage to defeat that thing?
A lot of S
Been around
breaks,
the block a few times, you know.
honestly.
This has gone on long enough. Now release him.
I can't. If you're that set on stopping me, it'll have to be over my dead body!
Maxim.
You know, there's something that's been nagging at me. Who told you about this domestic violence business?
What does that have to do with anything? Facts are facts. Who they come from doesn't matter.
I don't think that's quite true. Even if you were fully convinced, something must have planted the seed.
Exactly. You said it was behind closed doors. If that's true, how'd you find out?
Right. It didn't seem to be from Paulette herself. Even if we entertain that thought, she would never disclose such a thing so easily.
So then, who was it? In hindsight, there's one other person who's been acting off since this morning. It struck me while we were exchanging small talk at Monmar. But it was even more apparent when we met later by the Ferris wheel.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The one who came to you was Yume, wasn't it?
You're wrong!
No, they aren't. It worked like a charm.
Is that Yume?
Yes. Albeit replicated via shard technology.
Normally, I wouldn't be lending you a hand for something like this. But I did borrow her body that one time without asking. So I brought her over as a sort of apology.
That was fun.
Not my favorite game of tag in history.
Oh, yeah. I remember the tail end of that. Crap! I forgot you were here, too. Well, whatever. You guys can wrap up the rest. I'm sorry, Maxim.
Yume, you don't have to say a thing.
You're always so nice to me. But all I did was make stuff harder for you.
It isn't like that at all. After all, you never knew about it. Isn't that right?
Today, on the Ferris wheel, I asked you for help. That's what made you do all of this.
So that's when she told him.
But how did Yume find out what was happening?
'Cause I saw it. I saw that guy also doing horrible things to Mommy.
So that's how it went.
This is the cruelest rewrite yet.
But even still, Yumes, it stings a little that you didn't come and talk to me about it. Well, not like I can blame you. You were probably threatened yourself, right? Something along the lines of, One word to that Spriggan, and your mom and grandpa will get it?
Yeah. You're right. That's why I couldn't tell you. But that was bad of me. I should have known. You guys would be able to do something about it. And I know I could have done more than just ask for help. Back then, I should have asked you. Let's help Mommy together.
Yume? You...
Don't feel like you have to do everything by yourself. Remember, I'm always here for you.
Was I... in the wrong? I'm sorry, Yume. Paulette.
Maxim. I feel sleepy.
She must have gone back to wherever she was before.
The Genesis. Who knew it was so close to home?
So Yume was the point of origin, and from there the corrosion spread. Still, at least this means it's finally over.
What just happened?
Boy, that's gonna be a very complicated conversation to try and have with that dude. Like, yeah, so look. Maxim may have been mildly mind-controlled.
Setting aside the more convoluted bits, all this fuss Maxim kicked up, right or wrong, was for you and Yume. In a nutshell, he was trying to protect you two. I hope you won't hold it against him too much.
Don't worry. I understand perfectly.
Do you? Because I don't. Did you explain it to me?
I'm willing to let it go just this once. Sleep tight while you still can.
I've arranged for you to receive both transportation and medical attention. As for the details on what exactly transpired, I'll provide them on the drive over to the hospital. Is that agreeable?
Sure, I don't mind. My wounds don't seem to be serious anyway. More importantly, it looks like this misunderstanding has been cleared up.
That the turmoil brought about by Yume and Maxim's corrosion came to an end. A crash during the Z1 race was reported by the CID as being caused by Jacobin and the anti-immigration terrorists. Aslan, having received a cursory explanation of Maxim's unusual behavior, promised not to go public with what had transpired. Ultimately, it was clear that the Garden Master was the main culprit behind these bizarre occurrences. After enlisting Ren's assistance, Van and the team gathered to draft out a counterplan. Alrighty. 3 Genesis. Man, if only the first game moved this quick. Man.
Truly, well done. Then I'll update your rank.
E++.
I'll gladly take that.
Cetus Phantasma.
Can't complain with that.
See? You get it.
Aaron again, to the surprise of literally nobody. Okay, I think I understand the broad overview of the situation. Something must be done about this. There's been one thing after another these last 2 days. We can't let him keep doing this. Agreed, we have to put a stop to the Garden Master's plans at all costs. We will, but he won't go down without a fight. I bet he's cooking up another batch of corrosion this very second. The safe assumption, yes. There's all the more reason we need to find him, and to do that we'll need more information. Said this earlier, but why don't we put the squeeze on some of our shadier contacts? Maybe they'd have an idea of where he's holed up, or better yet, maybe he'll grace us with his presence to stop us from sniffing around. The ID will be conducting its own investigation into the matter as well. Naturally, I'll pass along anything we learn. Thanks, Renee. You're a real one. You can also prod the Jaegers in the Blacklight District for answers or fish out some leads on the net. That sounds good. As for me, I think I'll go see Abi and his unit. They're in the area for a job, so maybe I can get some info out of them. An excellent idea. By meeting in person, they may let slip an extra detail or two that they otherwise wouldn't. If you need a Jaeger's eyes and ears, then I'm your gal. I can bully Kuragane into helping too. He'll be extra cooperative after what happened yesterday. Need to broaden our search, so I'll check with the guild again. I can forward whatever I learn to you. See what Fio and I can do in the meantime. We have a wide net that we can cast. Let's see what information we can reel in tonight and then reconvene tomorrow morning. Also, we should be on the lookout for any further rewrites. As we've seen, those have the propensity to throw any plans made into disarray. Do that. I ain't set in the air, should I? No, we've got to take action here. We can deal with any issues as they come up. After brainstorming for a while, they settled on a plan for gathering information and divided up the labor accordingly. Once that was done, some of the members decided to call it a night. Alrighty, I'm heading out. Texted Abi a minute ago. He'll said to keep his ear to the ground. I'm gonna take off too. Seems Kuragane's getting ready to send out the squad. Okay then, best of luck, you two. Those two on the case, we pretty much got the Jaeger angle covered. Assuming you'll be prowling around the shadier parts of Edith as your usual getup? Of course, after all, I do my best work in the dark. I'm gonna ask Grammy to back me up. If all goes well, we'll be coming back with some fresh clues on where that coward's hiding. Be careful out there, okay? I plan to conduct my own investigation tonight as well. I'll be also paying Mr. Al-Fayed a visit. He and his unit are just outside the capital, as it so happens. Really now? Wonder what he's up to. Curious about that too. Would you like to accompany me then? We can check up on him together. Yeah, that sounds great. I'm off to do my own investigation. Gotta hit up some girls I haven't seen in a while. Oh, way to be a team player, Mr. Skirt Chaser. Can't you keep it in your pants for one night? In any case, I'll be returning to the dorms tonight. Would 6 a.m. be a good meetup time for everyone? Yeah, that works for me. Meantime, let's all keep in close contact. We don't know what might happen out there, so we'll need to stay sharp. Good, we'll be in touch.
I'm so damn tired. Why'd I let the old fart drag me around the Blacklight District? Should have ditched him the first chance I got.
You'll survive. At least you got a nap in.
Well, I can't blame him for being a little fatigued. You two did stay up for half the night, after all.
We woke up early and took the first train. I wonder if the others will get here on time too.
I'm not sure. The group that left last night hasn't come back yet. You'd think they would let us know if they were running late.
Yeah, I doubt that divine slacker would bother, but the other three are usually more on the ball than this.
In any event, I was able to find some information that may give us a few pointers. There were reports of suspicious individuals near the military facility, and a possible abnormality in the orbal network.
I heard about the latter. Supposedly, there's a small-scale corrosion experiment taking place. Unfortunately, I didn't hear any talk about the Crimson Grendel.
Come to think of it, that other Grendel hasn't made any appearances lately.
Same goes for the Fairy. I still think they're involved in this whole corrosion mess, but I don't have any proof.
Then I say we go out and get some once the rest of the crew gets back. Let's be on the lookout for bullshit. Second day was much worse than the first, so if the trend continues...
Right, I get what you mean. As soon as...
You alright, Agnes?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. For a second, I thought the Genesis was glowing, but it must have been my imagination.
We have been saved by the Genesis on a number of occasions. You don't suppose...
Oh, thanks. I forgot.
Never thought I'd get a call from you so early. Everything all right? You seem kind of worked up.
No time to explain. Get me off now.
Can you repeat that? You're breaking up real bad.
It must be some kind of interference. I don't think anything's jamming the orbal waves, but...
Damn it! Someone's attacking us? What's going on here?
Go. Get out of here.
Let's go! Anyas! This way! Hurry!
We have to go before the next round.
Look out!
Wow, we didn't even start. We have a rollback. Everyone dies because of a bomb. But we have to go back, way back. Certain party members will be changed. I guess we don't have Shizuna at this point. What's our plan for tomorrow then? Did I know this feeling? Did we just get sent back 2 days in the past? They stand a chance against that assault. Think back, the Genesis reacted just before it happened. Ah. I see. This is how they're doing it. Here we go with Master Bearguard's advice. Sounds like a plan. Great, then let's pack it in for tonight. We got a busy date in store. So does that mean the bombs go off in the Z1 race? Like, because we don't stop it, Maxim and Aslan die? Time to get this workday started. Like we decided last night, we're going to be looking into all the mysteries left unsolved. Incident at Nemeth Island, yesterday's run-in with Ashen. Need to start making some sense of things. First on the list are the fake Grendel, the phony fairy, and the dude lording himself up as the Garden Master. They won't show their hand so easily, but chances are they're slinking around behind the scenes. We also know the Society's Oathbreaker is cooperating with them. Apart from that, perhaps we can look into the twin assassins from the gardens as well. Those kids, huh? Whatever their history, they're bound to come into the picture again. Swin and Nadia, I wonder if they're okay. Couldn't pick up either of their tracks yesterday. Yeah, and the only lead we had turned out to be a ruse. It's been 6 days since Swin left. Another thing that worries me is the way those two have drifted apart. Next conundrums are the mail we received from C in the situation with the Merkin Garden. Alright, the latter also played a part in Ms. Lu's rewrite, though the particulars escape us. Mirabelle informed me that they would investigate the matter after I inquired about it last night. Jesus, more mysteries than I thought. We got enough here to fill a few books. Is it always like this? Call it par for the course for Art Grad Solutions. Can't just ignore these things. Yeah, at least we gotta take a few shots in the dark. For now, let's give the town a once-over. We can check whatever sticks out and handle 4 SPGs on the way. Right. On with our daily operations then. Hey, just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis has revealed a new floor. Okay, another new floor. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna do other things first. But isn't our delinquent tenant? All right. We have a bunch of stuff to do that is different than the same day that we did. I don't know. Timelines. They're weird. Hey, look, there's a quest over here again.
This will be better this year.
The Mish Adventure. It's definitely not Mish Adventure, but
What are we waiting for?
to the Treon Mall. Here you'll
Welcome.
yeah,
LaBeurle.
I'm actually kind of interested in that place. Master really likes it there.
Oh, that reminds me.
Boutiques and other various shops to peruse.
I think the granddaughter of the Eight Leaves founder belongs to one of the guilds there.
Visit the new LaBeurle boutique.
I'm quite proud of what we have to offer.
A range of imported goods from the LaBeurle.
We'll be looking forward to your next visit.
They have everything from the latest ZCF products to expensive wines and even a serpent. Tomatoes. Please check it
Okay.
out.
There we go. We have to go to R&M.
Anything of
To buy a blue newsboy cap.
I hope you found everything to your liking.
Confirming your schedule.
Well, if you insist.
And then we have to check and see if
Welcome to
there's
the
another
Treon Mall.
movie.
Here you'll find Green one will soon begin.
Nope, think there is.
Right up.
Please silence your phones
Nope.
and enjoy the film.
We did see Sharkferno. We sure
And other
did.
various shops to peruse.
Okay. Then the Center Marsh.
Let's do this.
Center Marsh.
How's business treating you?
We have to do the Mission Adventure, and then there's a monster quest here. Wait, where is it? In the Center Marsh. But where? In the old sewer system? I think. Ding, ding, ding.
Nice and refreshed. Want a place to chill? Then look no. Charging now and there. On it.
Oh, these guys are super weak. Excellent news, everybody. We can.
Analyzing data.
Still got more. Let's keep moving ahead. Cut you up. This'll make for a good warm-up.
Enemy suppressed. Analyzing data.
Let's get to work. That's what you get.
You got a charge attack ready. Enemy suppressed. Analyzing data. I'll cover you. You got a charge attack
Come
ready.
back when you're stronger.
Still got more.
Enemy suppressed. Analyzing data.
This could get tricky. I'm on it. Next one.
Good work, guys.
There we go. 569. We're getting close.
I'll cover you.
It should be safe for now. Next. Blink. I'm on it.
You got a charge attack ready. Enemy suppressed. Analyzing data.
Get to work.
You got a charge attack ready.
Away we go.
One more.
Wow, one whole damage.
Enemy suppressed. Analyzing data.
All right.
This'll make for a good warm-up.
You got a charge attack ready.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
I'll cover you.
This is a very nice area for this.
You got a charge attack ready.
Good work, guys.
585. We're getting pretty close. 14 to go after this guy.
Seriously? Enemy suppressed. Analyzing data.
I think we fight this guy, and then we respawn the enemies. Recovery and enemy revival.
Nice and refreshed.
Now we fight these guys.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand here all.
Make it count, Aaron.
Here goes.
A chance.
I like where this is headed.
Let's party.
Activating drive.
Engaging skill.
This is it. Now we're talking.
Engaging skill. Boost gauge upgraded.
I think these are called 100-eyed drones. Weren't that tough.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys. Mira deposit confirmed.
Those are points I need.
The star has arrived.
All right, time to let loose.
All covered.
So I'm just gonna run my way out and kill everything on the way in field mode so that I can probably get the 600 field enemies defeated.
Wonder who will fight next.
You got a charge attack ready.
Shizuna is so dashy that it
All in one piece.
does not matter.
Get to work.
Seriously?
I did it.
Nice. That was enough to level up. Sorry for the high speed mode, but
You got a charge attack ready. Enemy suppressed. Analyzing data.
I just want to get this done as quickly as possible. Oh. Nope. Why is that? Increases appearance of AT bonus by 90%.
I see me some small fries.
I'll cover you. You got a charge attack ready.
You gonna get a move on or what?
Hecaton Kyries. HP shield's effect is 1.2 times stronger. So does that mean the caster or on the person who has Hecaton Kyries?
All in a day's.
Oh, right. I should probably throw on
Switching
that
to
new
maintenance
dual
mode.
art I got. Cetus Fantasia. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll drink to that.
The star has arrived.
I'll take it from here. I'd go with magic attacks. Activating sharp. Now's your chance.
Activating drive.
Let's see how cool this Duel Master. Used all 7 dual arts. Well,
It should be safe for now.
Increases ATS by 5. That's pretty alright. I'm not going to worry about doing the MVP as Leon, because I'll do that off stream. We need one more plugin, and that's what we get for defeating all enemies on level 8, so guess we're going to do that. I really have only earned 692,000 Mira. No, 692. Yeah, 692,000 Mira. All right. So we have to go to Tryon Mall. Or no, not Tryon Mall. Station Street for the Mishi Misadventure quest. The Mishi Adventure.
I wonder if business will be better this year.
Hey, you the Rosie that issued the 4SPG? We're from Arkride Solutions. You're the ones everyone's talking about. You got here much faster than I thought you would. That's good, because we're running out of time. Running out of time? That's so. Why don't you start by telling us what's going on then? Made some mention of Mishi show, I believe. That reminds me, isn't there supposed to be some kind of difference between the new Mishi and the old one? Honestly, I can't really tell. How did I start there? Mishi was born in a theme park in Crossbell, Michelin Wonderland. Because Mishi saw a lot of success after the war, the Ballas Investment Bank decided to buy up a lot of their stock. They became Michelin Wonderland's major investors. Ballas Investment Bank. They've been pushing the company to expand their market ever since, particularly into the Republic. What led to the higher-ups deciding to put Mishi through a whole new redesign. New features are supposed to appeal to people from the Republic, and the costume's apparently easier to move around in too. Seems to allow Mishi to show more expression as well. I'm disappointed they removed his cute little stripes from his body, however. Right? Everyone thinks of Mishi, they imagine a small limp face with a plump body. This is the peak character design. Dallas just doesn't understand his charm. They completely got rid of his snuggly feeling he gave off. I see, you're very passionate about this. You seem pretty familiar with Mishi yourself, Elaine. He sure is. I've been a hardcore Mishi fan since your student days. You don't need to advertise it to the world. Plus, you can't exactly call me hardcore. I'm actually quite behind on Mishi lore these days. Oh yeah, definitely something a casual fan would say. Think what you like. Anyway, I apologize for all my excitement. I'm actually no longer part of the old Mishi fan group. I've recently come to believe that both new and old Mishi have their positives. Guess that's better than making a fuss over it. I agree, and for what it's worth, Mishi's old design is still rather prominent in Crossbell. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean much to the old Mishi's more radical fans. They're the reason I contacted you all, actually. You see, I've heard the rumor that they intend to interfering with the Mishi show today at the Tryon Mall. That definitely not something we can ignore. It could be dangerous. However, as for who exactly the person is planning to interfere is, I'm not too sure. I'm asking you for help. After all, it'd be terrible if the show got interrupted. I mean, that sounds like a pretty reasonable request, but as I'm sure you're aware, this is a job for somebody like a mall cop, not a Spriggan. So I imagine they'd have a hard time acting on something that's little more than a rumor. Is there a particular reason you thought we'd be your best choice? There is. Think about it. If a fan of Mishi's were to have a run-in with the authorities, their reputation would be sure to plummet. Also, I can't help but sympathize with the old Mishi fans. They just really love him is all. Hoping you guys can help me end things peacefully. That way no one gets hurt or has their reputation destroyed. So in other words, you want us to stop the target from ruining the show, then cover up the tracks. Can't say I don't understand how you feel. However, if these Mishi fans truly do intend on disrupting the peace, I think it'd be best if they were judged lawfully for their actions. If they don't face consequences, they'll only grow bolder. Yes, you're right. Wait a sec. There's only one person trying to interfere, right? Yes, we may call the radicals a group, but they're barely even that, honestly. Most of the bad apples work in isolation. Given the majority of the members think disrupting a Mishi show is a step too far, not hard to see why. Should be relatively simple to trace their movements then. Do you know what their plan involves? Sorry, any details I know are pretty vague. Who knows how your Jaeger Corps to deal with them, and depending upon how big it is, you could probably send them to wipe out the entire group. For the smaller Corps, though, you might just have to settle for killing the guy in charge. Don't you think that's going a bit overboard? Actually, maybe it's best to be prepared. What if they plan to do something dangerous? Listen, nobody's planning an armed strike on Mishi or his fans, got it? Say so. Anyway, we probably won't learn anything concrete unless we start asking around the mall. Should we head over there to see what we can find? Well, Yeah, we sure will. Guess we're on the case. I mean, sure, it's a little strange, but it kind of feels right up our alley. Thank you so much. You should head over to try them all as soon as you can. Show should be starting in about an hour. And the culprit's just waiting for his chance to pounce. We'll do everything we can to find him. Actually, do you mind if I tag along? Honestly, I've got a feeling this crazy fan of ours already knows your face. You can come with us to the mall, but don't enter until we give you the all clear, understand? Yes, sir. Okay, let's get moving.
Commencing mission.
What am I doing with my life? The world is in danger, somehow. We don't know how. And we're helping save a fictional cat. Seem to be a lot of parents with children here. They must be waiting for the show. It might make it harder to search for our culprit. We just start looking for this guy's hiding place? We should find the Mishi show staff first. I know we don't want to alert the police or anything. We can still give them a heads up. We have to make sure they're ready just in case we don't get to the culprit in time. We're thinking. Staff lead is usually placed in the wings of the stage. Let's head there now. Right.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's...
Hello. This guy looks like the one in charge. Excuse me, you got a moment? There's something we think the Mishi staff should know. Of course, is there an issue somewhere? Sorry, but we might want to talk about this elsewhere. Alright, was there something I could do for you? We're pretty busy, so if it's not anything important. We're from Arkwright Solutions. We just received a job from a concerned citizen. Don't worry about finding the person. We'll take care of that part for you. Just wanted you guys to be aware of the situation. You should be prepared in case we slip up. See, you know, actually, these radical Mishi fans have become quite a topic among our staff, too. We occasionally have some disturbances during our shows, with booing and everything. Most of us figured out who it was. I never thought they'd go so far. Excuse me, if you've experienced these kinds of disturbances before, why haven't you notified respective authorities? We've certainly considered it. We were worried they might want to start forcefully removing people or refuse entry. Not only would it paint a bigger target on our back, but it would also just ruin the atmosphere of the Mishi show. Figured we could handle it by giving out warnings at the beginning of the performance. If it was me, I'd kick them out faster than they could say wishy with Mishi. Anyway, if what you said is true, we might just have to ramp up security after all. Talk to the staff right now and have them prepare for the worst. Thanks, that should make our job a little easier. Well, that's one task accomplished. What should we do next? Now we start the hunt. I'm pretty sure the culprit is somewhere in the mall. I think I even caught their scent earlier. To try our best to capture them before the show starts. Scent, huh? Perhaps be smelling those two over there? The woman wandering the main corridor has been acting a little strange. Doesn't really look like she's here to watch the show either. Seems to be handing out some papers. For the other scent, what about that guy handing out balloons? I don't really think he's doing anything weird, though. No, he isn't, but I can't shake the feeling that he's still suspicious somehow. You have a knack for this, but you're right. I'm sure one of them is the culprit. Sorry for stealing your thunder. Anyway, let's go talk to them and see if we can learn anything. It'd be nice if they gave up as soon as they saw us. Good, I can squeak through there. Hello. Hey, what are you handing out? Are you interested? Please take some with you. Let me give you my card as well. Join us in bringing back the true Mishi? Trying to gather signatures in support of returning Mishi's old design. Sure you can tell I'm a huge fan. I visit Michelin Wonderland pretty often, even though it's all the way in Crossbell. Nobody in all the Republic loves Mishi more than I do. No, in all the world. That's some confidence. You sure are passionate about this. Radical might be putting it lightly. Why is she wearing so much perfume? It's really overpowering. Mishi's saying the Republic is a fraud. He's trampling all over Mishi's good name. Whether it's the new design of the costume or even that Mishi in Boots movie, none of them are the cat we know and love. The company's far too focused on making Mira lately, which means they've been neglecting the most important thing of all, Mishi's personality. You know, I kind of understand where you're coming from. I mean, the new design's alright, but there's something that feels a little off. Don't ignore that feeling. You mustn't give in to the new Mishi. Had over 30 people signed my petition already, and they would all agree with you. I believe those supporting new Mishi are being fooled into doing so. Is that so? That's why I plan on watching the show happening later. I have my eye on them in case there's any funny business going on. The dream is to create a Michelin Wonderland in the Republic, one that's true to form. If you feel as strongly as I do, I implore you to please add your signature to the list. I'll definitely have to think about it. We'll find our other suspect. Well, that one is just shouting it from the mountaintops a little bit much.
This stuff is cutting edge. Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's
You handing out balloons for the Mishy show? Yes, I am. They were originally supposed to be used to decorate the mall, but I had some extra left over, so I've been giving them out for free to guests. Awfully thoughtful of you. Does that mean you're one of the Mishy Show staff members? Guess you could say that. I've only been hired for a day gig, though. I'm a longtime fan of Mishy, so it's been my dream to help out with the show. I was so glad I could finally arrange my schedule to take the job today. Do you normally do other work? Yeah, I'm a painter, someone who paints roofs and malls and stuff. I also like working on mechanical stuff as a hobby every now and then. Even made a Mishy-mobile once. Mishy-mobile? I'm assuming that's a car with pictures of Mishy all over it? Exactly, even put together some custom parts that look like Mishy's ears and tail. Actually parked outside the mall right now. Would you like to see it? Amazing. We'll take a look when we get the chance. Said you're a lifetime fan, so does that mean the design on the car is the old Mishy? Of course. The old Mishy is the true Mishy. The new one's just some fake made by big stockholders. No competition. Just wish people who like the new one would open their eyes. Feels different all of a sudden. I feel kind of threatened. What's this lemon smell coming off him? Sorry, I got a little carried away. The Valis Investment Bank's pretty much the whole reason Mishy was even able to come to the Republic. Really grateful for that, at least. That's it. Thank you. You've really given us some things to think on. Huh. Well, they didn't make it subtle, particularly. When we talked to our two suspects, both of them love the old Mishy too, but I think they were a bit more than your average fans. Neither of them really seemed like they planned to interfere with the shows, though. Man handing out balloons and a woman getting signatures. Still something I don't get. Why do they both smell so weird? You're right. Picked up on that as well. Culprit had to be one of them. We might be able to figure out by process of elimination. Scent? Process of elimination? The person who came to interfere with the Mishy show was the man handing out balloons. You don't think it's the woman? They both had really strong feelings about new Mishy. The woman's trying to get rid of the new Mishy by gathering signatures. She even had her own cards made. And if she were to plan something that would interfere with the show, what do you think would happen? If it became known to the public that she was behind it all, her hard work would go up in smoke. Probably gonna keep her gathering her signatures. When you put it like that, I guess it makes sense. This leaves the guy with the balloons. But even without us narrowing it down, there's a reason he stood out. Fun to see you guys slowly suss out the culprit. And to rely on my instincts. They're never wrong. You don't have to be so snide about it. Whatever. Let's go find our guy. There's not much time until the show starts. I was right. Figure back. Did you guys want a balloon? It was about to begin, so I started putting them away. Alright, but there's something we need to talk to you about. We don't have much time, so I'll keep it short. Barry, you're up. What are you doing? I've done nothing wrong. Maybe not yet, but you're certainly planning to. We know all about your little scheme. For example, those balloons. Why don't we cut one and see what's inside? Shizuna drew her katana. The balloon burst without a sound. The balloon dropped a liquid. Is that paint? You put paint in the balloons? Well, and this is a surprise. No idea how that got in there. It must have been someone else. Besides, how would anything like that disrupt the show anyway? Maybe it has something to do with the scent you're giving off. Strong lemon smell. Components of citrus fruits have corrosive effects on rubber. In other words, if you apply a citrus-based juice to the balloon, it will eventually burst. If you look close enough, some of the balloons have a clasp keeping them shut. Didn't you say something about being good with mechanical stuff? You made a device that was capable of spraying lemon juice and put it on a timer. You'd release the paint right as the show is at its peak, ruining it for everyone. Aaron took a look into the man's pockets. What do we have here? Some liquid and a few clasps. No more talking your way out of this one. Amazing, but you guys are too late. Why don't you take a look at the ceiling? Balloons all have paint in them too? Right, sucks I couldn't get them all up there, but whatever. If paint falls, it'll be sure to splash everything and everyone in its way. Every fan of the new Mishy deserves to be doused. You idiot, do you really even realize what you're doing? New, old, doesn't matter. You're not worthy to call yourself a Mishy fan at all. Well, everyone, the Mishy show will be starting in just a few moments. Please gather on the stage and get ready to make a wishy with Mishy. We're out of time. I think we've learned all we can. Fairy, keep an eye on him. What are you gonna do? Talk to the staff and gather the balloons ourselves. The ones on the ceiling take priority. Ketra, see if you and Theo can do anything about them. Try not to attract attention from the guests. Got it. Should be able to do something with shard search. Theo! Just drop in from the ceiling. Hello! Wait, what? I have yet to see how this affects anything. Why am I a flying robot catching balloons? What is even happening with this game? I'm so confused. I'm enjoying it, but I'm very confused. I did it! I caught the balloons. All paint balloons have been retrieved. Mission complete. Well done, Fio. Managed to get them all at our end, too. Looks like we finished just before the show's climax. Alright, everyone, let's do it. Make a wishy with Mishy. Yeesh. Well, we're over here struggling. They're just dancing the time away. Guess I'm glad their fun wasn't ruined. You said it. Ben also made contact with Rosie to notify her of the resolution of the... I don't even want to think about what would have happened. Would that help? So glad I could put out the request. And if I had gone to the police or the guild, they probably would have just shut down the whole show and called it quits. Seriously, thank you so much for your help. Let me to offer my thanks as well. This really appreciate everything you've done for us. By the way, you said your name was Rosie, yes? I'd like to cover the request fee for you. Would that be okay? Well, sure, I guess I don't mind. By me, couldn't care less who shells out in the end, as long as they actually do, you know? Before we forget, we still gotta figure out what to do with this guy. And actually think you guys would get all the balloons in time. Guess you're just as good as the rumors say you are, Arkwright Solutions. Can I ask you a question? Why did you want to disrupt the show in the first place? I refused to accept the new Mishy. I've been a fan for a long time now. I even have a collection of every piece of Mishy merchandise that's ever been sold. It's incredible. When I learned that they'd finally be able to see Mishy in the Republic, I was over the moon. Then I found out it was just an imposter. However, I knew just discovering Mishy, that fraud would become the real thing to them. So I figured I would show them. Show them that the real Mishy they know and love isn't the real Mishy they deserve to know. Sorry to hear you were disappointed. Can't say I don't see where he's coming from, though. And this guy's really digging his heels in. If we do actually end up doing this without the authorities, there's a real possibility he'll circle back to plan something out even worse in the future. Alright, if we want to stop him from making a comeback, I think we have two options. Either we chew him out or we intimidate him. So I honestly could go either way here because it's law and chaos, but I'm going to take chaos. Because why not? Intimidation tactics. Well, in that case, how about I take the lead? You stop reading my mind. Fine, if you're so confident, let's see what you can do. Could I help you? These Mishy radicals have been a pretty big pain in the butt. I think you'll need a hand taking care of them. For you, when it's controlling information, interrogation, assassination, I can do it all, and nobody will even hear a peep. Thank you for the offer, but we couldn't possibly. Do you think that's a little much? No, the way I see it, what you were planning was just as bad. Team mascots only have value because of their popularity, isn't that right? At the moment, the new Mishy is using that popularity to make a life in the Republic. Sabotaging him into shows, well, you might as well push a stake into his heart. You really complained if someone wants to do the same to you. Are you crazy? Yeah, maybe I was trying to tank his popularity, but we can talk about this, right? Talk, huh? I mean, you still got something to say? In my opinion, I think the stunt you tried to pull speaks for itself. Right, I should never have tried something like this. Yeah, me worried for a bit, but it looks like he's learned his lesson. Where you've all been hiding. No way. It's Mishy! Hey everyone, it's Mishy. I'm so glad to meet you all. Mishy, what are you doing here? Are you supposed to be returning to Michelin Wonderland? Sorry, I saw someone who didn't look very happy, so I simply had to come out and see what I could do for them. Coming in at a time like this, impressive. No, I only just came to the Republic from Michelin Wonderland. There's still a lot of stuff I don't understand about this place, like, why are my eyebrows so limp here? That doesn't stop me from trying to fulfill my dream. That is my dream of bringing lots of happiness to everyone, of course. I'm gonna keep working at it. Then someday I'll even be able to bring happiness to you. I was so wrong. I was so worried over the difference in design, I never even bothered trying understanding you. I think I get it now. No matter what he looks like, Mishy's heart and soul will always stay the same. So sorry. Thank you for everything, Mishy. Knew Mishy would solve everything. I feel a bit touched myself. Man, this suit's a pretty good actor. Did it kill you to read the room a little? We should all have a dream like Mishy's. It would make the world a much nicer place. Yeah, maybe. But anyway, I think we consider the case closed.
All in a day's work.
Reward
I don't know how you could hate that quest. Like, I don't understand how you could dislike this quest. I just don't. I just don't see it. How could you think that was anything less than wonderful? Like, that's... I just don't understand it. How could you think of anything other than that was hilarious? And honestly, like, okay, like, I get it. It's a serious game. I'm like, this game series has always been goofy as fuck. Like, there's always been some goofy ass quests in this goddamn game series. And if you don't think that that's true, I suggest you go back and play some of the older games again. Because there have been some goofy ass quests. Look who's here. How's it going? Just out doing some information gathering. Since nothing big's popped up yet, I guess the answer is it ain't going too well. Curious if there have been any updates since I dropped by this morning. Seemed to be deep in conversation though. Did something happen? The juicier the better. I wouldn't call it the most helpful intel, but wait, since when was Ikaruga's second in command mixed in with you guys? I almost let that pass right by me. Oh, that's just a shinobi technique I'm trying out. It's supposed to make you ignore me completely. Gargani did say it'd be useless though, since I stand out just being here. But hey, if I can give the immovable a jolt, then it's not a total lost cause, right? But hides you without actually hiding you. Cool. Straight up, you need a real hobby. We've got our reasons for collaborating with her. No need to sweat the details. We may get back on topic. Did you learn something new? Ever since that whole mess in Nemeth Island, the guild has been going after the Oathbreaker again. Not that we actually know where the guy is, but you could say he's been laying low. For once. Laying low? That old coot? Kinda hard to believe. There are many eyes peeled for any potential backroom activity from him. Even if he were to evade capture, he should surely leave behind some sort of trace. Since you found nothing of the sort, it can only really mean he's inactive for the time being. Maybe that he already accomplished his objective, either that, or he was caught by the Society and had the tar beat out of him. Wishful thinking, as nice as it sounds. Anyway, that brings us to the alliance between the Oathbreaker and the so-called Garden Master. I suspect it's only a temporary thing. I remember him saying something like that.
Our contract is complete. Your assistance was
Thank you for the stretch.
most appreciated,
Oh, crunchy.
Oathbreaker. Now kindly leave the stage.
The floor is all yours. What you do from here is none of my concern. So go nuts. I'm curious whether your scheme will play out like you think it will. Should make for an interesting watch.
This definitely lends some weight to those words. Up until Nemeth Island, the two have been collaborating to some extent, so it's likely that the Oathbreaker and the Garden Master are both working towards different goals. Thing caught me up on what happened yesterday. This Garden Master's guy's on the move now, yeah? Just glad we don't have to face both those dirtbags at the same time. That's the silver lining here. It stands to reason that he has further plans in the capital, judging from yesterday's events. That whole fiasco felt more like a trial run. If you ask me, this is when things really start to ramp up. I don't know how to make it sound ominous. In any event, the guild will need to be more vigilant than ever. We'll do what we can, but it'll only get us so far while those devices are still out there. Gonna be on you guys to step up to the plate, Arkwright. Don't have to tell me twice. We'll foil the Garden Master's plot and bring Swin and Nadia back, no matter what it takes. But yeah, if you think that this game shouldn't have silly quests in it, I don't want to play a JRPG without at least a couple silly quests. These games can get very down.
Off we go.
You know, like, this is not a happy game, generally.
Whoa, what an amazing view!
Why twice as tall as the Great Spire, huh? Whoever built this must have been compensating for something.
We're finally here together.
View of the entire capital.
Huh? She looks like she's bursting with joy.
Please
Wonder
relax
why.
And enjoy the heavenly view.
What a superb view.
Hi, Kilika. It is an Arc Rad Solutions. You have Beauty's Blade with you, along with other more dubious company. Out on a little group tour, are we? Should be so lucky. Don't act like you aren't wise to what's going on with us. But you, Miss Division Chief, taking a personal day with your flunky? Yes, Agnes does in fact have blonde hair. She's supposed to, anyway. There's a political debate tomorrow at Triumph Mall. We're here to conduct a preliminary and skirting inspection, but I will concede that taking in the scenery from on high can be an effective stress reliever. So you've got it tough too, huh? Still pursuing that Crimson Beast as well as the man who calls himself the Garden Master, though I regret to inform you that we don't have any more information than you do at present. That's too bad. Ever since the Nemeth Island case, all eyewitness reports have stopped cold. In fact, now that the serial killings have stopped, things in the capital have been almost peaceful. Who knows how long that'll last. Needless to say, the situation's only temporary, or perhaps better described as the calm before the storm. Wow, that was a hard sentence. No matter what schemes are taken form, we can be certain that they won't be carried out by conventional means. With that in mind, I'm expecting great dividends from your efforts. Don't get your hopes up too high. Still, we do plan on bringing an end to this. And allow me to tell you our findings in exchange. They regard those dolls mauled after members of the Gardens. The ID took some of them in after the incident in Armus, as I recall. What did your analysis recover? Suspected they're likely linked to the super technology that arose during Crossbell's most recent incident. In particular, they were built to simulate the underlying concepts behind simulacra. Simulated simulacra. Try saying that 3 times fast. However, it would appear that the original technology could not be reproduced. From this, we've surmised that they incorporate Society, Marduk, and Zekdarm's engineering, among others. In terms of how faithfully they reproduce their originals, the dolls are nowhere close to on par with the simulacra. That, however, is because the aspects were eschewed in favor of combat specialization and formidable battle prowess. We believe that they were produced around a year ago while both Almada and the Gardens were still active. Aside from the twins, all other members of the Gardens have been wiped out. The Garden Master unleashed these killer robots instead. So the organization that had been warped from the start managed to survive more warped than ever. That's karma for you. There haven't been any reports of these assassin dolls being deployed anywhere else. But if the Garden Master begins to act in earnest, they could very well emerge as an additional threat. You'd best be careful out there. We appreciate your concern. Grendel's Olga started out by hitting a military compound, so there's no telling what his true target is. If anything, y'all at the CID should be the ones watching your step. That concern for your childhood friend, I detect. I'll be sure to pass it along to Mr. Kincaid. That ain't what I meant. I, for one, think he would love to hear it. Give me a break.
Off we go.
Hope you're having a good one. Listeners, today's news briefing comes to us
I
straight from the Tyrell
suppose. We might as well do the 8th floor. That Mirabelle's looking into the Marken Garden, right? Any luck on that end? Knowing her, she'll already have come across something of note. Should we contact her? I didn't mean to do the story thing. Whoops. Howdy, Rosette. Same to you, Arc Red Solutions. What's shaking? Besides that walk and blade hazard you added to your crew, I mean. We wanted to check into on the Marken Garden. First off, how much do you already know about what's happening? Whoa, now, way to put a girl in the hot seat. Guess there's no point in keeping it on the down low, though. No, I said we lost control of the place after it got hijacked, but it doesn't mean Marduk hasn't been monitoring the sitch around the clock. Actually, after analyzing yesterday's data, don't tell me you noticed something screwy. Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants. Pattern of abnormal system operations like none we've ever observed took place yesterday. As for how or why it happened, well, you can search me. The only thing we could suss out is it had accessed geographical data from the Longlai area. We were right. Garden systems were involved. It's all hush-hush. It's all the hush-hush I can share. Sounds like it was enough for you to figure something out, though, huh? Use some things. Glad to hear. Looking forward to you getting back in the driver's seat, man. Yeah, well, I wouldn't get your hopes up just yet. Got a feeling settling this whole thing's gonna take be a hell of a time for us. Don't know what that means, but let's just call it a you problem. So long for now. Be seeing you again soon, Rosette. Indeed, take care, Maribel. That confirms what I've been suspecting for a while. The Garden Master is the one behind the hacking of the Marken Garden. Still remember my shock when the space around us morphed into the Lung Lai Pubu. May well be that the Grendel's Oga's power utilized the garden system as a foundation. In doing so, reality itself was corroded. Never even knew that was possible. Likely the power of the Genesis was somehow employed as well. If you followed that train of thought, the Garden Master didn't seal the Genesis to rewrite people's perceptions, but for something much bigger. Well, we'll just have to put that on the back burner for now. Takeaway here is that this probably won't be the last time reality gets corroded. Keep that in mind as we're out and about. Looks like I got an orb mail from Master Bearguard. Sent me a letter yesterday. Now it's an orb mail? Wonders never cease. Major breakthrough has surfaced regarding your current predicament, prompting my immediate return to Edith. I ask you head to the underground ruins in Station Street so that we may discuss this matter in private. Bearguard. Major breakthrough? Doesn't sound like your everyday stuff. Might have something to do with me specifically. Is there a problem, man? No, just some personal correspondence. We've been milling around for a while now. What say we take a breather? Sure, it's about time to grab a bite to eat anyway. Party's pretty big this time around. Maybe we could split up? Good idea. Let's part ways for lunch when we reach a good stopping point. Better keep things to myself until I know what this is about. Access the Marken Garden. Okay. The submerged terrace. $728. Holy smokes, Shizuna has some fucking high physical attack.
Leave this to me. I'll take it from here. Let's go.
Yes, I can use Ren or Renee. Or if I misspell, I can use the wrong one. If I fat finger at the end, I can use the incorrect person. Alright, small size monsters. We got this.
I'll cover you. You've got a charge attack ready.
They're down. We've got the upper hand.
Engaging skill.
All in a day's work. Impressive as always, Shizuna. Let's finish this now.
Do you know what time it is, Ishmael? It appears that it is time for Crab.
Engaging skill.
Now. Let's go, Anya. Now. Reset.
Gotcha! It's go time!
Very tanky Crab.
Well, what'd you expect?
How bizarre.
The star has a... This is it! Take both in and kick some ass!
So I think I actually want to get Aaron to be the... Because... you get a couple of free skill stones for whoever is MVP, even if you already got the achievement for them. So we might as well get Aaron and just like buff his shit. Take 2 burning verses, sure, why not?
That's what you get.
Nicely done, Aaron.
You have to get real close to that chest. Alright. Oh, there's a teleporter. Yes, that's going to save me so much time. Look. Teleporters are back. Oh,
Nice.
big
Small
bird.
fries.
I'm on it.
This is it. Close in and kick some ass. Take that, you ass.
Ain't a rat, Aaron.
Hold me.
Now we're talking.
Engaging
To it,
skills.
Cisna.
A chance. Now's your chance.
Nebulous cannon. God, that does so much damage.
I can live with it. Shall I bring it? Now we can win.
They're down.
Mr. West.
Bolt in your. Reset. Take over. Push back.
Huh? Now we're talking.
Now's a great time for a shard move.
Shizuna.
It's go time. You've got this, Agnes.
Displaying enemy stats. I like where this is headed. Initiating drive.
Play time.
Ain't a rat, Aaron. There. Let's go, Anya.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
That was amazing, Aaron.
Oh, goodies for the taking.
More skill stones.
Looks like some good moves. This is it. Close in and kick some ass. Take that, you ass. Keep going. Hop to it, Shizuna.
It's Mizurugi. A chance. Activating skill. There.
Gotcha. It's go time.
Onwards and upwards. I'll reach even greater heights.
All right.
There's a ton of them. Should we get to work?
Watch out! That enemy looks strong.
Get lots of crystals and then we move on. I don't want to spend too much time doing these. Like, so I'm gonna try and keep the pace vaguely brisk. Upgrade item.
Let's keep pressing on.
Ooh, now they make for fun fight.
Mr. West.
Reset. Take over. Push back.
This is it. Lightning chaser. Let's go down. Now's your chance to boost. Energy output activating drive.
Engaging
To it,
skills.
Shiz-
Ha! Let's go down.
Well.
I'll take you on.
Activating skill.
Ha! There. Shizuna.
Engaging skills.
Oh, she's an
Activating skill. They're stunned. Now.
That went better than I anticipated.
You mopped up the competition, Reset. There's a ton of them. Should we get to work?
Get to work. Take that, you ass. It's go time. Couldn't take take your eyes off me, right?
That was amazing,
I
Aaron.
was trying to open that chest that whole time. I promise
Now
you.
we're talking. That one looks tough. I see me some small fries. It won't take long.
We can win.
Playtime's over. Keep going. You've got this, Agnes.
Five. Here's my chance. Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Oh, I could do better.
Let's finish this now!
This is it. Close in and kick some ass. Balls in your... Reset. Take over. Too slow.
Let's slow down.
Too slow.
All right.
It should be safe for now.
Great going,
Looks like some
Anya.
good loot.
More skill stones. That's fine. I don't think the elephants count as medium, but I'm gonna fight them anyway.
Won't take long.
We can win.
Keep going. It's go time. Reset. Take over. Push back.
Let's go down. Activating skill.
Too slow. It's go time.
Now we're talking.
Man, he recovers craft points at a stupid rate. Holy crap.
All in a day's work.
Take that, you ass.
So I guess I come back here. Womp.
Oh, goodies for the taking.
So I know the crabs are the goal, but I want to get this chest and then I'll loop back and then I'll kill one and then we'll be done.
Looks like some good loot.
New material plus.
If we act now, we can win.
Balls in your court. It's go time.
God, Aaron does so much damage. All right.
That's what you get.
Your martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Wei.
And there we go. We outie. Some type of material. But I should go to this one because it has a mystery. Fuck that.
Don't stop now. Get your ass in gear.
4,000.
I'm on it!
Won't take long.
Well, there's 3.
That looks like
Couldn't
a nice
take your
chest.
eyes off me, right?
That was amazing, Aaron.
There's a ton of them. Do we get to work?
Right now! Mr. West!
Keep going!
Here's my chance.
Reset! Take over!
Death blow. What kind of material am I getting? Game? Oh, that sucks. Okay, I shouldn't have done this.
We did exactly.
Okay, good. The exit's on the other side. Alright, we're gonna just do speedy mode because we have no reason to keep going here. Water orb.
That looks like a nice chest. That looks like a nice chest.
Yeah. For being for like beating something that's like kind of end game, like 3 fishing bait, that's 300 Mira. 300. And the other ingredients I think are even less.
On.
Oh my. Quite the reception.
Get to work! Blaze hunt! Bolt! It's go time! Looks like some good loot. That's what you get.
Nicely done, Aaron.
That's very disappointing.
We can win.
Keep going!
Here's my chance.
Gotcha! I see me some small fries.
That went better than I anticipated.
You were an incredible help, Reset.
There's really no reason to fight any of these things.
Looks like some good loot.
Like, they just are not worth the time. Like, especially when I'm gonna have to run through this area twice more for completion. Oh, there's the exit. Fan-fucking-tastic.
We can win.
I'll pull right. Rough him up, Divine Blade.
Engaging skills.
Paint a red.
Reset. Take over.
Reset.
Death blow. Alright. Take another green medal.
Looks like some good loot.
Anticipated.
Putting the rest of us to shame, Reset.
I think Death Blow is not... Death Blow is uninteresting, is my problem with it. Is that it's either like, oh cool, I killed a thing that I was going to kill anyway, and all the bosses are immune to it anyway. So it's kind of like, like whatever.
Well, that was satisfying.
And when bosses have it, I feel like it's even more lazy.
I'm full. I'm full.
You're gonna keep eating and you're gonna like it.
That was very well made.
So I think Deathblow is bad. I think it's bad design, personally. And I've had the exact same opinion from the very beginning of playing Trails.
Let's rip this guy to shreds. Burn in hell! Angela Barrage! Here goes!
Yeah, I think Deathblow is just bad game design. Like, if you need to have a boss have a chance to insta-kill you, you've done something wrong.
Let's party!
You know what I mean? Like, that's not challenge. Like, it's just making you change up a weapon or like an item to say, oh, well, I'm immune to death blows now. Haha.
Keep it up, it's working.
Like, why? It's so dumb. Like, at least with, like, what's his name? Oathbreaker, like, they had Toxic, or Toxin, or something like that, Venom, which, like, is unique to him and is just, like, super poison. So, like, yeah, it's a little simple, but, like, at least it's something that's not just like, oh, you're dead. Like, there's counterplay to it in the game. You know what I mean?
Now it's my turn.
So, like, that's something, at
I'll
least.
take you on. Energy output at initiating drive. Now we're talking.
Like, I just don't think that things that are like, oh, you're either dead or you're not, is interesting design. That's it. And I think that's true of all games. All games should not have that problem.
Activating drive. I'll give it my all. Grant them life. Too close. Yeah, we're set.
Here goes! Here goes! Rough him up, Divine Blade!
Engaging skill.
I won't hold back.
That's why I kind of also actively dislike the, like, perfect barrier that they had in the Cold Steel games. I abused it because it was the best strategy, but it was so strong that, like,
Energy output at full throttle.
it was just stupid. Because you could literally just you could perfect guard anything,
Certain arts will work best.
except when you couldn't. So, like, they set up an entire thing where they were like, oh, well, this will block any move if it's up, and if you can manipulate it so that you can have it up all the time, you can basically be invulnerable. And then randomly certain moves would not do that. Would just ignore it entirely and one-shot you. And you're like, what do you mean?
Initiating drive.
Engaging skill.
You know, so that's not exactly what I would call great design either, because it's like, oh, well, we set your expectations of being able to do something like this as a defensive option, and then we're going to somewhat arbitrarily remove the efficacy of that defensive option in its entirety. without giving you any warning that you should potentially consider a different strategy.
My turn now. Engaging skill. Let's go. Engaging. Boost gauge upgrade.
Like, and that's just not helpful design either.
Initiating drive. This goes out.
I won't hold back.
Activating skill. Now.
Alright, that boss was fine. Yeah, there was like one boss in Reverie
See? You get it.
that would just out of nowhere use its S-craft and it would ignore all shields. And just one-shot you because it did like 12,000 damage. And there's no reasonable way for you to have that much health. Like, very few characters do. So it was really fucking bizarre. But the only thing that I found that works 100% of the time in that is
Let's polish it up.
dodge. That's it.
Let's make it stronger.
So if you have 100% dodge, you you don't get hit by it. But there are other moves that ignore dodge. Just not that one. Alright, let's do this Mystic Cube stuff. Oh, actually, hang on. I should have checked. Mirage?
Okay, it's time for some fun. Let me show you what I'm made of.
Alright.
There you have it. Did it. On to the next. It's reacting.
Let's hold the A button.
Not done yet. Did it. Not done yet. There you have it. Target analyze. On to the next. Core detected. On to the next.
I think the worst design failure, like just straight up design breakdown of a system like that I've ever seen was in a game that I enjoy playing quite a bit. And also it never happened to me. I've read about it, but it's never happened to me. Was in Code Vein, actually. So the final boss is resistant to fire. Specifically fire damage, more than all the others. Like, he's resistant to a lot of things. He's resistant to every kind of damage. That's just how they do defense in that game. But fire, he's especially resistant to. And in his phase 2, they did some fucky multiplication. And he gets so much damage resistance, he becomes completely immune. And in fact, it will heal him. Which is pretty rough if you've built your entire character around doing fire damage. Is that you have to learn an entirely new weapon, an entirely new set, like, of moves, everything, because it actively heals him. Which I think is the worst, like, QA breakdown of a fairly straightforward resistance system ever. Like, oh, your entire build literally does not function. Like, you should never have something be... You should almost never have something be immune to an element if you have elemental things in your game. That's what I think.
Flush it up.
Power and efficiency increased.
Now I can be even more useful.
This will be on a whole
Like, unless
other
it's
level.
like, hey, here's the god of fire.
Let's sharpen this up a bit.
Okay, like,
I'm getting even stronger.
big shouts, like, got it.
It's better than ever.
Like, you keep saying this guy
Make it stronger.
is the god of fire. I should be able to put 2 and 2 together and say, hey, this, I shouldn't use fire on this guy. You know?
Let's polish this up.
Like, I should be able to figure that out on my own.
Now.
Know what I'm saying?
Hey, I've been waiting.
But like,
for
if you're
ya.
just, if you don't kind of outline that
all charged and ready to go.
at least a little, you're
We've got the
doing
good
everyone a
stuff.
disservice. Then that's just the long
Let
and
me
the
know
short
if
of
you
it.
need anything, okay? Appreciate your business. We've got the good stuff.
Okay, so that's how I buy skill stones.
Thanks a bundle. We've got the good. Appreciate your business. I'm rooting for ya.
Time for an up.
God, that's so expensive.
Let me handle this. Skill set updated. New skill unearthed. Skill set updated. Skill set updated.
Okay, we did the American Garden. Now we can save. It's 55 saves. Damn. All right. Let's head to the underground ruins. After separating from his companions, Van made his way to Station Street. No more people around now that we're heading into the afternoon. Well, for now, I gotta find out what Master wants with me. Through more trouble than he had to sending that orb mail. Something's definitely up. Been 3 months since we last saw each other. Guess the first step is just to meet up and hear him out.
The entrance to the underground ruins is down the back alley next to the department store. Celise, the hell are you doing down here? Master called me over to talk. What, did you come in his place?
In his place? I guess you could say that.
Am I missing something?
I've got some bad news to share, Arkwright. Master Barkhorn's dead. And it's all your fault.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Back up. Did I hear that right? He's dead? We're talking about the Bearguard Zeman, right? Did you say it's my fault?
It figures you wouldn't have a clue.
Back when you were swallowed up by that demonic power, Master took on a curse to protect you. You know that much, right?
Now hold on a sec. That ain't...
That curse is as nasty as they come, and just as tough to dispel. He spent all this time getting spiritual treatment in Arteria. But even after going to Gehenna and back, he gave up the ghost just the other day.
Yep, here we go again.
Don't tell me she's corroded the way Ashen was.
Master covered for you until his dying breath. And whether he likes it or not, his sacrifice proved one thing. Your existence is a plague on this world. And that's a sin I just can't abide by. Since we're fellow disciples, I'll grant you one act of mercy. Putting you out of your misery by my own hands.
So even Dominions can get their memories rewritten. This ain't the time to mull things over, though. Up and at 'em, Mare Bear. We got trouble. Shit! I can't go Grendel?
Well, it was pretty stupid of you to go by yourself anyway, Van. We kinda knew that. Celeste kills Van. Well, I honestly thought it'd be Leon, but, you know. Sweet Adios, didn't see that coming. Guess playing fair is too much to ask. Gonna worm my way out of this. Someone's watching. Must be using some sort of technique to conceal their presence. Who knows if it's related to the rewrite, but sticking around won't do me any favors. How do I lose him? Around noon on a Saturday. I think I know who to count on to give me an out.
This really isn't the best place to be right now. Need to find a good opportunity to get to the center of the connecting bridge.
All right, opportunity made. There he is. Got away. Target has boarded a taxi heading northwest. The vehicle's make is... I'm really being watched. Sorry to drop in on your lunch break. Don't give it a second thought, brother. Shuttling folks around is what I live for. Besides, I know this ain't just for kicks. Anytime you're in a bind, I got your back. You're a cabbie like no other. About to get tangled up with some pesky characters is all. Can I hassle you to take the back roads? Maybe shake them off a bit? Got that you're a pretty streetwise cat yourself. Just sit tight. Giordano will get you where you're going in record time. Sure this is where you want out, brother? Yeah, the shortcut I'm taking, no car can follow. I owe one Giordano. Take care heading back. You betcha. Two of us share a compadre and Dingo. Next time you need a lift, just give me a call, brother. I like him. Nihon Falcom, do not do anything to him. Do not get rid of Giordano, please. Odd though, the timing's just too good. There's all those guys surveilling her. Doesn't exactly match the Gralsrudder's MO. If I had to guess... Get it. I just need to lie low in the Blackdick District Inn.
Oh, hell! A thaumaturgy trap! So I was right on the money. Scariot, you came to the capital?
Indeed. And I trust you know the reason. Van Arkride, within you resides the root of all things demonic. By your curse did Bearguard Seaman, better known as my master Gunther Barkhorn, perish. For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
So it got you too, huh? I had a hunch this might happen.
Yours is an absolute evil, untouchable by the laws of this world. By our hands shall it be condemned!
You ran into you guys instead, huh? I try to lure him and the bastard blows me off. I'm on my way. Don't do a thing till I get there.
Mother Celise, how many times must we tell you to use your telepathy to contact us? Or at the least, a secure line.
There is no need to delay. Taking him down where he stands will do just as well. Begin casting. Leave no gap uncovered.
Yes, sir!
Not good. There are too many for me to hold off alone. Add a Dominion to the mix, and I'll be screwed 6 ways from Sunday.
Surrender yourself. This is farewell, Arkride.
Shit. My number's up.
I think I've seen quite enough.
A cold snap. You dare, Father Leon?
Not sure what brought this on, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
The gall!
Stop him!
This way, then!
Oh, good. So it's just Celise and the Iscarius idiot.
Take it that means you're still in your right mind?
Assuming you refer to the way Celise isn't in hers, yes. But we can talk after we've made our escape.
Between this and Messeldom, I'm racking up a real debt to you. Let's roll!
Alright, let's cheese it. Two headed toward the surface through a number of byways. While doing so, they began exchanging what they knew with one another. Rewritten memories and perceptions, Under normal circumstances, I would be asking where and how hard you hit your head. Good to know you haven't lost your humor. I don't have a clear picture of things myself, that said.
Master Barkhorn's dead. And it's all your fault.
For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
Yeah. What messed up along the way in either of those scenarios would have wound up true. The idea that Master was cursed is obviously a total fabrication. They don't seem like they're being controlled either, so the only option left is that their minds have been tampered with. Only is a bit of a strong word there. Could be that our Master truly is dead, and your memory is the one that was rewritten. What a load of... On second thought, I'm having a tough time debunking you there. No, I get it. The fact that we can't get in touch with Master right now is being used against us. Likely so, though by whom we have yet to understand. It's gotta be linked to the stuff on your end, yeah? Must have noticed something was off earlier today. Right, after the incident at Nemeth Island, we decided to split up and chase the perpetrator's trails. Meaning that for a time, Celise and I acted separately. We had some business in the capital, so we decided to meet in the outskirts to share our findings this morning. But for some reason, we weren't speaking the same wavelength. As I listened on, she suddenly came out saying that our master was dead. Tried convincing her otherwise a multitude of times. And her response? That I was the one whose memories had been were fiddled with. Even the Gralsritter aren't immune to this, then yeah, there's a chance that you're the one who's gone off the rails. Well, I may be informed on this rewrite business now. Yesterday, I couldn't conjure up the words to refute her. At the time, Celise unleashed her stigma. No, scratch that. Maybe that her stigma went out of control due to the psychological strain of Master Burgard's supposed death. Got a responsibility to put Arkride down. If you can't accept that, stay out of my way. And to my surprise, the Vice Captain appeared. Hunting down heretics is the duty of us monks. Should you interfere, we will grant you no quarter. And then subjected me to a merciless barrage of thaumaturgy. I could only endure so much. That sounds pretty rough. The concern is touching, but some people came to my rescue after I escaped. They even treated to my wounds. The only problem is my own stigma. What way? I've been rendered incapable of harnessing its power by means unknown to me. Rather dire, really. Can't even control my mana effectively. That's why you aren't looking so hot. Bad enough that those two were the ones rewritten. Now the only person who stood a chance of going against them has his powers sealed. Truth told, this is more than I bargained for. What I intended to do was look into their activities, but in a twist of fate, I became your savior. Heard that you were their sole target, perhaps I should have just let the matter run its course. Better follow that up with a psych. Anyway, only hope of bringing him back to his senses is to join forces. We're in agreement there. Ah, there's the exit up ahead. In this place before, there's a waterway beneath the Tyrell district just a bit further until we get above ground. But I don't see any pursuers, but let's keep aiming topside.
You know, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be making off with you of all people.
That's my line you're stealing. Now, if you would be so kind, try and stay out of my way.
Damn, cold as ice.
That is kind of his whole thing, being cold as ice. In any case, I'm going to take my break right here, because now I have control again. So yeah, I'm going to go stretch and do stuff. I'll be back in like 5 to 8 minutes. See you soon. Okay. Sorry, there's a lot of things going on. I got into a conversation about a bunch of stuff with my dad. Oh, la-di-da, he's level 49.
That hits the spot.
Through here. The heck?
We gotta hurry.
Okay. Wanted to check.
We gotta hurry.
Okay then. Looks like we shook him. What's our next move? I mentioned before that a few benefactors came to my aid. They should be waiting for me up ahead.
Van's here too? Something must have happened.
So those are your Garden Gate Angels, huh? What a story. The truth is really stranger than fiction sometimes. Still, Celise and Ashlad chasing you down, it boggles the mind. Oh yeah, you met up with the vice captain before. Hang on. My door didn't close. My door didn't close, and the window was open, so it was like rattling against the door frame. How do I feel? Drinking liquid. Great. There we go. That I was. The director was a rare source of simulating conversation. Celise and I have met a few times. No, she isn't the type of person to do this to you, so please don't take it to heart, Leon. You have her full support. Alright, if there's any way we can help you out, all you have to do is say the word. Can't thank you two enough, especially given that you've already saved me this morning. About that, I'm guessing you picked him up in this van when he was hurt? Yeah, we were heading back to the city from scouting a filming location when we chanced upon Leon lying on the side of the road. Boy was bleeding head to toe. You can imagine how flabbergasted we were. Since we headed off before, giving him somewhere to take shelter was a no-brainer. Production van does make for a decent camouflage on top of the transportation. On that note, we need to collect ourselves fast. There's no telling when they'll catch us here. It'd be best to relocate. Gotcha. So is there any place in the capital that you can use as a safe house? How about Edith Cathedral? Even those two would be hesitant to start a confrontation there. And then we'll ferry you on over on these trusty wheels of ours. And I won't take no for an answer. Speed is the name of the game after all. Generosity is appreciated, Mr. Director. Yeah, we'll hitch a ride with you. It's not like there's much alternative. Well, then hop on in. Oh yeah, I should probably get in touch with the others. Gotta be kidding me. Locking communications, huh? But why? Even the radio isn't working. There's a fine pickle we're in. Probably a localized orbital wave jam. If that's your angle. I don't think Ashlad and his pals are onto us already. They probably got eyes all over the capital, which means... Yup.
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
It can't be. Yo, Arkwright. Still scurrying away like the rat you are. Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep them out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me. Don't move, Arkwright. Same goes for you, Leon. Forces me to crack open this tin can, and you'll have a crash waiting to happen.
What are we gonna do?
Celise, wait! He isn't... She's using our stigma?
You're not at fault. I get that. But I can't let you live. The best I can do is send you straight to Adios. In one strike!
I can't let any more people get caught up in this. Sorry, you three. I'll figure out the rest on my own, one way or another. The shards cushioned my fall, but... Can't say I didn't see this coming.
So, you opted to keep him out of it. Pretty noble, Arkwright. That's what makes this such a crying shame. I'll send you off in peace, if nothing else. Sleep tight.
Van's really bad at surviving. For what it's worth, I think Van could beat Celise. Corel District. I must have rewound back when we joined up with Gotti and Nina. Nah, though things play out like I recall. Taking the expressway would get us to the Arbor District in no time, but is the cathedral really our best bet? What's up, do you know something we don't? Sorta, yeah, it's tough to explain. Let's just call it a flash of intuition.
Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep him out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
those conditions, they should be fine, but we'll still want to iron things out a little. You guys are going to have to work with me here. Mind humoring me a bit? Not in the least. For Reg and for Narj, we'd be more than happy to help. Thanks, you two. Where do you propose we go, then? Just a sec. There's something I want to make sure of first. Need some spare Zyphas. Think I'll lay a little groundwork while I'm here, too. Well, we're on the expressway just like we planned. And out of the ordinary that I can tell. Not yet, no. Something wrong, Nina?
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
It can't be. Yo, Arkwright. Still scurrying away like the rat you are. Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep him out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
What are you going on about?
Huh?
That's you up there, right, Celise? I get that it's been a while since Messeldom, but jumping on our van is one hell of a long time no see. It's like a scene right out of a movie.
Maybe you could cast her as an extra in your next film, Mr. Gotti.
That's a genius idea. Better yet, we could sign up Leon alongside her.
Damn it. I'm getting distracted. Wait. Those aren't Leon or Arkwright. They're just decoys made to dupe my clairvoyance. Pulled one over on me, did ya? You're in for it now, Master's pet!
Get rolled, idiot.
Whoa, Nelly. That went exactly the way Vance said it would. Oh, the Zyphas we prepared for the shoot sure came in handy. And wasn't that Ashland just now? This is getting more unbelievable by the second.
Yes. But now we've seen it for ourselves. Something isn't right with him or Celise. Anne, Leon, please stay safe.
Why are we back here? Ah, cloaking. I'm still dying from the energy drink I just accidentally inhaled. We're getting there. So far, so good. Guess they fell for our stunt doubles. We have the director and Nina to thank for that. Moving on, to think that a place like this was just beneath the city. Camping around like this is getting us nowhere. We need to start working towards turning the tables. One of the keys to that, without a doubt, is your stigma's power. Is there really no way for you to restore it? Say that as if it's trivial. First of all, stigma's very existence is absolute in the world. They are thus unsealable by nature. Master did mention something like that, but if that's the case, how'd it happen anyway? Heaven knows, all I can tell you is that it isn't something the Vice Captain's thaumaturgy should be capable of. This is only speculation, but perhaps my stigma overreacted after an unknown force attempted to tamper with me. Since then, it has not returned to its normal state, and so I'm unable to release it properly. It does line up with the current sitch. Curious about the specifics of this tampering business, but we can set that aside for now. If there's no problem with the stigma itself, it should be able to do something about it. And we should be able to do something about it, right? It would only be a half measure, but if we manage to stabilize my stigma's power, then yes, possibly. But as we are without a specialist on our side, we have to make do on our own. At the very least, we'd need a spiritual hotspot to give the stigma a foothold from which to adjust. Finding one will prove inconvenient, however, with all these prying eyes on the lookout. Spiritual hotspot where no one is watching. Actually, I think I know a place. Perfect one for the job, in fact. Underground ruins at Station Street. This is where Celise first summoned you to meet with her. Yes, and now it'll be your blind spot. All the way down is an altar where the first Genesis was enshrined. It's on a small scale, but the higher elements were in effect back then, so it should count as a spiritual hotspot. Maybe just the ticket. I must say his mental acuity is positively uncanny. What, you think of a stumbling block? No objections. Celise's clairvoyance is usually quite lacking, but right now her stigma is running amok. If she applies herself, she'll be able to see quite a distance. It's only a matter of time before we're discovered. And we're best get a move on. Watch my back in there, Glacial Rhyme. Very well, I'll be expecting the same from you, Sir Spriggan. You didn't immediately insult me. I'm shocked and appalled. Hey, man.
Here we go. Look out. Take this.
Give them your all.
You got this. Of course. It's over. Fire blade. Please then.
Nice! That went great.
You did well, Grant, for a record. I'm not used to being unable to unleash the full breadth of my power.
That's some kind of flex. You're tearing right through these monsters, man.
Take this! Keep it up! Lay on the pain, Leon!
My move now.
Give them your all.
Might.
Man, those ghosts are annoying with no caster.
Calling that a challenge would be a gross exaggeration.
Well, aren't you hot, Leon?
Take the down.
Fully replenished.
Now then, let's continue on our way. What a pleasant surprise.
Action 3. Hey, I'll take that.
Here we go.
Show them what you're really capable of.
One more.
I suggest physical attacks for now.
We aren't finished.
Counter hit.
Now, hit him with shock.
Take this.
Well then, away we go.
Arts work best on this enemy.
Looks like the gang's all here. I think we lost him.
Yes, indeed. Though I'm certain Celise will be ready to resume her pursuit any moment. That pertinacious personality of hers is proving quite troublesome for us.
I suggest physical attacks for now.
Mare, are you saying we should just beat the shit out of Celise? Because I tend to agree with you, but it seems a little simplistic at the moment, as far as plans go.
Treasure, hmm? What a pleasant surprise.
Look out! Activating skill.
Let's wear.
Nice! That went great.
See you later, Ghosty.
Band for a recreant.
Calming potpourri. No real reason to fight these guys. They're not dropping much XP. They don't drop items particularly. It's kind of whatever.
I could certainly do with a breather. Whew.
That hits the spot.
Spicy seafood fried rice.
Me. That's some bachelor cooking.
Forager's feast.
I'm gonna wing it. Everyone good with that? Not bad, considering I just copied other people.
This is as deep as it gets. There doesn't indeed seem to be spiritual power gathering here. Think it'll work? See what I can do. Damn, nice work. The minions don't play around, do they? Normally this sort of fine-tuning is best done in a more controlled environment. Dealing with such a meager pool of mana will take a fair bit of time. Well, tough cookies. No monsters around to worry about, so let's just hunker down and get it done. Never had a situation this sticky, but being targeted in and of itself ain't so new to me. Work in the shadows long enough, you're bound to get run into a few cloaks and daggers. We're playing the hard-boiled bit, aren't we? Brag as you'd like, but you're still softer than you'd care to admit here and there. But I'm bragging. Get off my back and concentrate, would you? Don't worry on my account. The adjustments are going smoothly.
May I ask a question? You need only answer as much as you are able.
Sure. Go for it.
I've been sitting on this for quite a while now. What exactly happened 8 years ago? The two of us happened to be the same age, meaning that back then, we were both 17. Instead of attending Aramis Academy as you should have, you suddenly dropped out, leading the life of a drifter until Master Bearguard took you in. It was around that time that he sustained serious injury. Celise and I only learned of this after the fact. You can see why it would make us rather distrustful of you. But, inquire as we might, our master refused to enlighten us.
Yeah, well, it's not like he could say anything. His final disciple was a walking taboo, a vessel housing a ruler of devils.
Then it's as I thought.
Yeah. I won't go into detail, but there was a time I let my power go out of control. Being a vessel, that power is only leftover scraps. Yet it was still enough to snuff out every spark of life in the area. If Master hadn't put his life on the line to save me, I might have never gotten my humanity back.
I half expected that was the case. This rewrite about Master Bearguard being struck by a curse is only just outside the realm of truth then.
Yeah, one false move and things could have ended up that way for real. If you think about it like that, maybe I am a heretic, like they said. But even then, I can't just give myself up to him. Master granted me a new lease on life and pointed me down my path. That's a kindness I aim to repay.
Your origins are unknown to me, and the way you hover between light and shadow is exceptionally dubious. And to top it all off, you may well harbor the root of all things demonic. No Dominion could possibly overlook that. But if Master Bearguard sets you down your road in life, and far be it from me to chide you for walking it, between your efforts to avoid involving the innocent, or to keep them out of harm's way at the expense of your own well-being, you're even more tender-hearted than I ever could have imagined.
Hold up. Are you saying you remember what happened last time?
Why, I'm not sure what you mean. At any rate, our little tete-a-tete has me inclined to acknowledge you as a fellow student, unrefined though you may be, to the point where I'm willing to commend you for how far along you've come, and for getting us to this point.
Look at that. You actually did it.
Yes, albeit to a wholly limited extent. Still, this should give us more leeway to oppose Celise.
Should have known you'd be here. Bet you think you're clever throwing us off the trail like that. I'd give you a pat on the back for it. But we both know you can't run away forever. Now give it up so I can send you off in peace!
Someone's here ahead of schedule.
How very timely of you, Celise. Your clairvoyance has improved. If only I were a little more incentivized to appreciate that.
Huh? If you're trying to blow smoke up my ass, I'm not hearing it.
The time has come to convict the heretic. Father Leon, I will make no guarantees on your survival should you insist on obstructing us.
Multiplex thaumaturgical formation. Their showing at Arasion pales in comparison to this. Our prospects aren't bright. Even though I can use my stigma, it has yet to recover fully.
While on the other hand, hers is going berserk at full blast. We don't stand a chance in Gehenna. Not without backup.
What the?
Hey, Zeros. Wolf indeed.
Horrible drone?
Take this!
We're being ambushed.
Now! Deploying shards! Activating interference protocol.
Get rid of those magic circles!
Roger!
Mind if I have this dance?
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Ugh, meddling jackasses.
Phantom Thief Grimcat takes to the stage!
Van, here's your chance. We've secured an escape route.
Hurry up and get to stepping!
Just in the nick of time.
I take it this was premeditated?
Yes, the memo Van left behind gave us the gist of the situation. The rescue party's arrived, just like your 4SPG asked.
Agnes consulted me on the matter, after which I rushed right over.
Always a surprise up your sleeve.
You know it. Now let's blow this joint.
I suppose we must. Until next time, Celise.
Leon, Arkwright, get your asses back here! We still got a score to settle, damn it!
Nah, I'm good. I mean, we should just fight them at this point. That was a close one. There was, but we managed to pull it off. Oh yeah, my blood's still pumping. Relief that you two made it out safely, narrow escape as it was. I'll say, thanks for getting us out of a tight spot. That extends to you as well, Nina, Mr. Director. We seem to have a habit of being in your debt. Don't think twice about it. Wouldn't have been able to live with myself after leaving you high and dry. Yeah, thank goodness it worked out. After what happened, we headed back to your office in Old Town where we bumped into the others. Right when we were starting to put our plan into action. Lucky thing, too, all we were missing was a way to get around. Indeed, time was far too short for us to spend it arranging for transport. After seeing your 4SPG, we knew we had to work swiftly and carefully, especially with a group of our size. Just so you're aware, I laid a few false trails to keep them off our scent for a while. These cards have shards applied to them for good measure. That should cut off any thaumaturgy used to detect us. Also conducting a test of Theo and Zeros' new functions while we're at it. So they do have a stigma user with them. If she shifts into high gear, we might be in for a bad time. What's the plan, boss? Altered memories or not, those two got you branded a full-blown heretic. Puts us up against Celise, Ashlad, and the whole bunch of monks from Iscariot. Grave circumstances, to be sure. Should still be some means of counteraction to whatever is manipulating their consciousnesses, but it's easier said than done. Not even Kurogane was immune. Now that the corrosion's affecting a stigma user, it's probably stronger than it was yesterday. Like we didn't have it hard enough? Frankly, I would suggest on relying on the guilds, but it would only make a makeshift solution at best. It's the issue here. No matter how many people we throw at this, we won't change the situation. What we need to do is bring them back to their senses. But how? Persuasion via peaceful dialogue hasn't exactly been effective. Right, we need something concrete, something that reveals a contradiction between the rewrite and reality. Contradiction between the rewrite and reality, I think you're starting to lose us. You never actually really interacted all that deeply with Celise, or Mr. Simon for that matter. You can blame us for dragging you into this crazy caper to begin with. On that note, do you remember something? The Master Bearguard sent us a letter yesterday. The one where he gave his advice, it seemed real enough to me. Every word was written by him 1000%. The orb mail, on the other hand, was faked. If that's true, then this is just a guess, mind. Perhaps their memories were written only a short time ago. More specifically, could have started as recently as today. Looking back, you're probably right. There was nothing out of the ordinary about Celise when I corresponded with her yesterday. It could be that the memory rewrite phenomenon takes place during the dead of night. That's the trick, huh? It does line up with every case so far. So all we have to do is find something from yesterday that'll prove Celise is remembering stuff wrong. They have just the ticket then. This very reason that Celise and I traveled to the capital to begin with. See, Edith Cathedral received a letter from Master Bearguard as well, addressed to the two of us. They did? Yes, generally we members of the Gralsritter employ avenues outside the Congregation of Divine Worship's jurisdiction. Since Father Orwell of the Cathedral is a close friend of the Master's, the matter was entrusted to him. Received word of it the other day. Celise and I met up this morning and we were on our way to retrieve it when I noticed something was wrong. The actual message has yet to be read, but it should make for a perfect trump card against Celise. Indeed, one couldn't ask for anything better. Sounds like we've got a solution then. Though executing it will be an undertaking of its own. We didn't factor that in already. Together there's nothing we can't tackle. That's the spirit, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. We're too invested to back out now. Count us in for the ride. Speaking of which, where are we headed, Van? Much as I'd love to go straight to the cathedral, making a beeline for it is just asking to be caught. How about we take a different approach? You hear the gears turning from here? Is that one of your brilliant plans, Van? Very well, let's hear it. Anything to break us out of this deadlock. Blacklight District was fruitless as well. It would seem the information from earlier where it was a red herring. Target's collaborators must be deliberately muddying the waters. So much for doing this the easy way. At this rate, he'll get his ass picked off by some perfect stranger. Both him and the Master, who covered for him in the end. I can't let that happen. Duties are simply to be performed. There's no room for personal sentiment. Speak for yourself. Emotional detachment don't come easy for me, especially not with the lengths he's going to. Especially you have no intention of aiding his escape. A real asshat, there's only one way this ends, and that's... Well, what happened? Found him, about time too. Give us a location, we'll set out at once. God, I'm sick of getting outsmarted at every turn. We're in the Arbor District, right inside the Edith Cathedral. How did people say this chapter was bad? I don't get it, man. I just don't get it.
Pretty sneaky picking this place. You already gave up on it once, so it was off our radar. And then you put out bogus leads and hoofed it for a change. We've been taken for a ride left and right until now. Guess that means you're ready to accept your fate.
I see you've erected a barrier to keep others away. So much the better for our purposes. This time, you will meet your maker.
They're bearing down on us hard.
Yes, though that comes as no surprise.
It's also likely that Iscariot has mobilized every last monk that came to the capital. Breaking through their formation will be anything but simple.
The rest of you better know what you're getting into.
Our business concerns the heretic alone. Any interlopers will be promptly eliminated.
Sweet mother of Adios! Are they sure about this?
Nope.
Things seem to be going according to plan. Be safe, everyone.
Let me start by apologizing for dragging you two out here. Just wanted to take this chance to set the record straight. On which of us is in the wrong, that is.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. How long's this gonna take to sink in? You want to turn a blind eye to our master's death? Then fine. But that's no excuse to start making an ass of yourself.
I'm not turning a blind eye to anything. But you know what Master'd say if you were here? Take another look at things as they truly are.
Tell me, Celise. Do you recall the day we met with Master Bearguard at the end of last year? Oddly enough, both the Commander and Vice Commander were present. Isn't that right?
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday. Wazzy, Kevin, and Gaius were there too. But by then, Master was already...
Curse-stricken and on the cusp of death, yes? Then explain this letter to me. I'm sure you would never mistake Master Bearguard's handwriting for that of another.
Celise and Leon, I pray the past several months since our last meeting have treated you well. Since the start of the year, I've been out visiting the East. While these lands are as harsh and turbulent as ever, rest assured I am safe and unharmed. It's come to my attention that Calvard is currently being beset by a number of peculiar incidents. If I cannot return anytime soon, there is a possibility that this may devolve into an even greater crisis than that which we experienced last year. Celise, no matter what difficulties may come, you must stay ahead of your impulses and guide the way with a steady hand. For you, Leon, use this opportunity to assess exactly what it is you should place your faith in. In face of uncertain circumstances, it is your worth as a Dominion rather than strength alone that will be put to the test. It is my hope that each of you will see this as a source of personal enrichment. May you ever remain in good health. Yes, should you come into contact with Van, do try not to indulge him too much. Interaction with others will be the best medicine for what ails him.
That last part kind of makes me wince a little. But there you go. Happy to have you as a mentor, Celise.
Master? No. Bullshit. It's gotta be.
I'll admit, Master's pointed words prick at me quite a bit. But they must cut especially deep for you, Celise, the way you're actively going against them.
She's wavering!
Just like we were hoping for.
But look at the state of her stigma. We mustn't get complacent.
Theo! Zeros! Continue analyzing on max alert!
Vice Captain, your orders?
Still your agitation. We need only carry out our mission.
Now come on! You won't even budge a little?
Surely you've realized by now that this command you supposedly received is utterly inconceivable. Yet you're still opting to stay the course. Do I have that right?
Oh, we always knew he was a dumbass.
Why?
Either he's loyal to a fault, or there's an ulterior motive here. Rubs me wrong either way.
These guys are something else. So, how should we play this?
Put up your dukes. Yammering in circles will get us nowhere. We're gonna fight this out. Disciple to disciple.
How's she not at her limit yet?
Something's happening. We're not screwed, are we? It's corroding our surroundings. But that isn't all.
Celise, you wouldn't.
Stigma release. Sacred boundary! Come get some. I know just the place to make your grave.
Let me fight, please. Where are we? The moonlit Vashtar Palace. I didn't know better. I think my eyes were deceiving me. It's Vashtar Palace in Erasion. This is the place where we squared up against Almada's boss, or a recreation of it anyway. Why bring us here? Better question is, how'd she just conjure all this up out of nowhere? by using a boundary spell unique to dominions. Details are confidential, but essentially it's used to ensure that a demonic force can be vanquished securely. Typically more limited in scope, but this time it seems to have been augmented by the power of that crimson corrosion. That you managed to expand a phase space of this magnitude is nothing short of astonishing. Miss Ortezia seeks a decisive showdown against Mr. Arkwright. The choice of location may have been intended to suit that mental conception. Can Bashtar Palace fit the bill, huh? It's a little disorienting, but don't forget, we only got one job to do. Making those two see some sense. We owe it to Nina and Salvatore for dragging them into it. Agreed, all that remains is to move forward. That said, we're going to have Iscariot's monks to contend with here, in addition to recreated monsters. Yep, being inside this boundary is going to boost the thaumaturgy, too. Ain't going to be like last time, so stay sharp. Except for the end with caution to spare. Hooray!
That hits the spot.
What a mysterious place.
Not to mention dreary.
She has taken us into this place via her stigma. We had best proceed carefully.
Get to work!
Don't forget about your target!
Not done yet!
Alright.
Nice! That went great.
Figured those assholes would be here.
I'm sticking with physical attacks for now.
Keep moving, Van! Keep it up! Make it count, Darren!
Surprise!
You've got this, Agnes!
God damn it. No. Stop that. Bad monk.
How it goes.
We have a chance to represent the strike.
Let's whale! Make it count, Darren!
Too slow! Keep going! Gotcha!
Calling that a challenge would be a gross exaggeration.
Oh, nice.
Well, aren't you hot stuff, Leon?
Watch out! That enemy looks strong.
Domestic battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your target.
This is it! Close in and kick some ass!
It's go time!
After all, here.
Let's whale them!
It's go time! Play time! Reset! Take over!
Up to you, Reset!
A chance!
Initiating drive. Mr. West.
There!
Goodbye.
I did it! That looks like a nice
I'm
chest.
just getting warmed up.
Well, level 50. Wahoo.
They're down! Keep moving, Van! All you, Agnes! Have some!
Here's my chance.
Up to you!
Lash. Oh, triple death blow. Nice.
These guys are way tougher than I thought they'd be.
The star
Indeed.
has arrived.
A single moment of inattentiveness could have cost us dearly. Luckily for us, I'm able to use my stigma once more. They won't be an issue.
Oh no. Quite the reception.
Playtime's over. Bolt in your court. Here goes. Keep moving, Van. Too slow. It's go time.
God, he's just able to move again so fast.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
This was a triumph. Raise a hollow core to its maximum level. Whose is it? Alter Rame. It's on yes.
Switching to maintenance.
I'll work my...
Switching to maintenance mode.
Of Mr. Wei.
Hollow core level
Pretty
up.
good. I'm surprised that Mare hasn't maxed out.
Modifying your ornament, are you?
7,100, 2,900, 2,900. I guess we haven't had Van as much as I thought. Really? Like 40 off, really? God damn it.
Nice. Moving on up.
Watch out! That enemy looks strong!
Wail on him.
Won't take long. Playtime's over. Count, Aaron. Keep going. It's go time.
This can't.
You've got this, Agnes. Too slow. It's go time.
God, Aaron is a monster now. I mean, he was a monster before, but holy shit.
Shouldn't be much further until we reach the throne room.
Not half bad. Won't be long now till the main event. Be ready for anything, people.
Understood.
Good stuff.
Four stones.
I'll be even stronger.
Or no, three. 3 stones for that. Oh my god, dude. That's craziness.
Want a place to chill? Then look no further. Charged and ready to go.
Alright, here we go.
You made it, Arkride. And you brought your sympathizers along.
Being fired up for battle never looks so literal.
Now there's a sign of a worthwhile fight.
So she intends to go all out from the start. Not that we weren't expecting as much.
Yeah, but something still feels off.
Yep. Even I can tell that much. This is more power than I can bust out on the regular.
Celise, you've regained yourself?
In spite of the rewrite? She's noticed her conflicting perceptions in a different way than the Vice Captain.
What a relief. Or maybe it's too early to celebrate. I don't think she plans to back down at all. But how come?
'Cause that's just how deep the rewrite goes.
Yeah. It's like I'm seeing two totally different versions of things layered on top of each other. But the cold hard fact that I can't leave Arkwright alive is still right there with him. Whatever's messing around with my mind doesn't change that.
So as long as her perception is rewritten, she won't stop.
Her ideology prevents it as a matter of principle.
Makes sense. What about you, Vice Captain? Still plan on sticking to your guns?
The duties of an Iscariot monk are immutable, no matter the circumstances. We carry them through, then behold the outcome. This is merely one instance of many.
Ugh, this guy's like a broken record.
But you know, this isn't too raw a deal. The corrosion's gathering right here. That makes things easier. You think you're in the right? Then you should have no problem outshining us at our best.
The hell? Did they just get even stronger?
Without a doubt. The corrosion is further intensifying.
Well, that's annoying.
No! They're drawing out power to such a reckless degree that it's burning through their vital force.
We cannot allow that to continue.
If overcoming this is the only way to restore you, then I will bring all I have to bear, Celise.
Same here. Let's show them we mean business.
Thought you'd never ask. Finally, I get a chance to let my hair down.
We won't hold anything back.
Same kind of dealio as we usually do.
I am merely here to carry out my duty.
Here's my chance. Mr. West!
Guard.
Holy test.
I won't lose! Initiating drive. Let's go down!
All cancel.
You're done for.
Miss.
Go time!
Hope you're ready to
My move now.
Let's keep moving, Van! Not getting away. Blast off!
I learned that trick from Master Bearguard. Grab a cobalt curtain again.
activating drive.
Your head.
There! Let's go down!
You're persistent.
See,
I won't hold back.
Thankfully, we had full guard for that.
Playtime's over. Here goes.
God, the chaining is so crazy.
A chance! Activating drive. Reset! There! Let's go down!
Impressive.
don't know when to quit.
It's go time. Playtime's over. Have some of this. Keep moving, Van.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
Bonk.
They're down. All you on yes.
Energy outpass skill.
Damn it.
That was
Got me.
kind of comically easy for how I'm built. Like, that was very simple.
I'm just getting warmed up.
And I still have gas in the tank, too.
See? We can take the heat, no problem.
Just one last little push.
Yeah, not much longer now.
The corrosion!
This could be trouble. They're trying to draw out more power.
Gotcha, punk. Took me long enough. Now quit sneaking peeks and piss off!
She managed to strike me through the corrosion. I should have expected this. The folly is mine for underestimating a stigma bearer. So be it. Thankfully, she failed to grasp our location. A pity losing such a capable pawn. But what's done is done. I'll take this lesson to heart for the next occasion.
The person on the other end.
It's the Garden Master. No two ways about it.
So he really was the one behind this. And everything with Ashen, too.
Yes, exactly as we had suspected. Though what you just accomplished was beyond all expectations.
Couldn't have done it outside my boundary. That, plus the corrosion, gave me the perfect combo to stick it to him.
Huh? Hold on.
Is this what you were aiming for all along?
I knew I sensed something peculiar. Though gambling with your life in the literal sense of the phrase is a bit much, even for you.
Shows how much you know. I don't go halfway on anyone who tries to start shit with me. Speaking of which, we're not done here yet. I jammed the corrosion into that point. Now we just gotta stamp it out.
I see. That just might do it.
Do what? Give it to us straight already.
I imagine it will also eradicate the rest of the corrosion. And this phase space along with it.
Back me up, Leon. One go is all we need.
With pleasure.
Searing seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
Glacial seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
Roar rampant and become a helix to eradicate this evil!
You managed to release your stigmas under such strenuous conditions. I'm impressed.
Little too hardcore for my tastes.
I thought it made for a pretty good show.
This mean you're finally back to normal, or what?
More or less. So, listen. I screwed shit up royally for just about all of us. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
Genuine remorse from Celise or Tessia? The corrosion must still be among us.
Now you got jokes, huh? How about I leave you in stitches?
I guess that proves it.
Indeed. They've returned to their usual rapport.
They better have, after all the trouble this took.
But at least now we can call this case closed.
Boy, am I glad that came up roses.
Nina, Gotti, sorry we dragged you into this.
Yeah. Thanks for sticking things out.
You deserve an apology from me, too. The responsibility is all mine.
Don't get all stiff on us, Celise. Let bygones be bygones. It's enough that you and Ashland have your heads screwed on straight again. Twisting people's minds with these despicable rewrites, forcing them against their wills. It doesn't get less classy than that. We're just happy we could help put a stop to it. Right, Nina?
Yes. Seeing all of this in person has been a little overwhelming. But the fact that all of you came back safely more than makes up for it.
What a
I
wild
must
chapter
extend
this
my
is.
own apologies for placing the uninvolved at risk. Now that this crimson corrosion has dissipated, there is no longer cause for us to stand opposed. Mother Celise, I urge you to begin exercising more caution in your capacity as part of the Gralstritter.
Like you're one to talk. But fine. Message received. Can't act like I wasn't corrosion patient 0 this time around. Sorry for making that your guys' problem. I'll pay you back one of these days.
Then we shall take our leave.
Thought they'd raise more of a fuss before slinking away.
It did seem like he'd been aware of the rewrite from the start.
And when all is said and done, he cooperated in doing away with the corrosion. But that aside, it may be that he's come up with another objective.
The Garden Master, perhaps. Or the Crimson Corrosion itself, even.
Yes, this incident cleared up quite a few things.
By modifying memories and relationships, he can mold people into pawns for him to play however he wants. And to top it off, he even took our senses of justice and duty and used them against us. He's a rotten little shitbag. But the bigger issue is that this is only a stepping stone for him.
What? Have you some idea of what he's planning?
It's not like I got him all figured out or anything. But today's mess was probably an experiment to see how far he could push the envelope with this.
Well, well. Can't say I didn't see this coming.
The Genesis was the source of it all again! Just like it was with Ashen. But what would there be to experiment?
From the way that power felt, my guess is that he doesn't have full control over that thing. Scratch that. It's more like this is the best he can do with the 8th Genesis as his go-between.
The 8th Genesis. It must have been part of yesterday's incident, too.
Well, we also have the Crimson Grendel's involvement to consider. Our current focus is this experiment.
Which involves using the other Genesis as a conduit to corrode and rewrite his target's memories. He's probably holed up someplace to watch it all go down.
Can't even begin to guess where. But it's gotta be in the city. Either that, or it's not too far away. Unless someone puts the kibosh on him, we're just gonna get more and more repeats of today.
That would be less than ideal.
But as alarming as it may be, we don't currently have any means of addressing the issue.
Might as well be hopping from frying pan to frying pan.
Well, look on the bright side. One Genesis recovered is one problem solved. We've learned a bit about the enemy as well. Starting tomorrow, you should begin taking measures against whatever they might pull. With my assistance, of course. I couldn't bear to let you tackle this alone.
That would be wonderful, Ren. Thank you.
We owe you big time. So if you ever need extra muscle, just let us know.
Yes. This is a matter we can ill afford to overlook. We've also Master Bearguard's words to consider. So please, don't hesitate to get in touch, should the need arise.
Sure thing. We'll keep you in mind.
Well, come finale time, we're probably going to call you. All right. We're back to the break point of 3D. Now we have 4 Genesis. Seemed a costume for Ren.
Truly, well done. Then I'll update your rank.
Hey, rank!
I'll gladly take that.
Rega Chrono!
That's just about perfect.
Just about.
You get it.
Yeah, you get it. Fucking Aaron, dude. Alright, let's get a little bit into this. I think I'm gonna save relatively soon. We'll see how far this goes. Had a moderate grasp of the situation before now, but the finer details paint a more dire picture than I had envisioned. Who would have thought the granddaughter of the Liu family's elder in a dominion would be made into pawns? It's been one thing after another with these last 2 days. We can't let him keep doing this. Agreed. We have to put a stop to the Garden Master's plans at all costs. We will, but he won't go down without a fight. He's cooking up another batch of corrosion this very second. A safe assumption, yes. Which is all the more reason to find him, and to do that we'll need more information. I said this earlier, but why don't we put the squeeze on some of our shadier contacts? Maybe they'd have an idea of where he's holed up, or better yet, he'll grace us with his presence to stop us from sniffing around. The idea will be conducting its own investigation into the matter as well. Naturally, I'll pass along anything we learn. Thanks, Renee, you're a real one. We can also prod the Jaegers in the Blacklight District for answers and fish out some leads on the net. Okay, we've seen this. It was a little while ago, but we did see this. So everyone's figuring out which direction. Alrighty, I'm heading out now. Yay! Everybody's talking. Everybody's figuring out what they're doing. $6 a.m. is so fucking early, my dude.
I'm so damn tired. Why'd I let the old fart drag me around the Blacklight District? Should have ditched him the first chance I got.
You'll survive. At least you got a nap in.
Well, I can't blame him for being a little fatigued. You two did stay up for half the night after all.
We woke up early and took the first train. I wonder if the others will get here on time too.
I'm not sure. The group that left last night hasn't come back yet. You'd think they would let us know if they were running late.
Yeah, I doubt that divine slacker would bother, but the other three are usually more on the ball than this.
In any event, I was able to find some information that may give us a few pointers. There were reports of suspicious individuals near the military facility, and a possible abnormality in the orbal network.
I heard about the latter. Supposedly, there's a small-scale corrosion experiment taking place. Unfortunately, I didn't hear any talk about the Crimson Grendel.
Come to think of it, that other Grendel hasn't made any appearances lately.
Same goes for the Fairy. I still think they're involved in this whole corrosion mess, but I don't have any proof.
Then I say we go out and get some once the rest of the crew gets back. Let's be on the lookout for bullshit. Second day was much worse than the first, so if the trend continues...
Right, I get what you mean. As soon as...
Oh, thank Adios! I finally got through!
Never thought I'd get a call from you so early. Everything all right? You seem kind of worked up.
No time to explain! Get out of the office now!
Get down!
We're under attack?
Keep your heads down!
Look out!
That was my house. I lived there.
What's happening?
The office!
Ben, is everyone all right?
Victor!
We're fine, but what about you?
We're up against pros here, but they're after us. not them. Elaine, Renee, Ren! Take care of those three.
Understood.
Leave it to us.
Now get going!
My office. Severed bonds. I can't believe that all happened. Find the person responsible. I'm gonna make them regret ever being born. Hope Elaine and the rest will be okay. Sure, they're fine. The only thing that came under fire was our office. Mamar was unscathed. The scale of the attack makes me think we're being targeted by a military company. Really ought to pick their people on their own size. Our office is small fry compared to that. Wait, we haven't heard from Fairy at all, right? Do you think? No, they better not have messed with her. We need to meet up as the others and find a place that we can lay low as soon as possible. Can't do that until I shake these assholes off my tail. Land carriers? Are they the ones who attacked us? Buckle up, I'm about to punch it. Use their knowledge of the city and its back roads to their advantage and avoid the land carriers, which seem to appear every which way. After a lengthy chase, they shook their pursuers and entered a tunnel on the outskirts of the capital. Whew, finally lost them. Never been through this tunnel before. Actually, I don't think I knew this place even existed before now. You okay, Van? Yeah, I'm fine, just wondering why traffic's so light. Global waves aren't very strong here. We should get out of this tunnel quick so we can contact the others. Ah! Damn it, I should have known.
Is everyone all right?
These shitheads were lying in wait.
Guess we didn't shake them after all. They led us right into a trap. Now my girl's totaled. And I am not happy! Hope you've got a lot of cash, because I'm gonna be sending the repair bill your way! Qasim Al-Fayed!
Not him.
Great. Just freaking fantastic. Please tell me we don't have to fight this guy and his cronies.
They've succumbed to the corrosion.
I apologize for the attack on the car. I understand that you have an unusually strong attachment to it. Unfortunately, I had little choice in the matter. Arkwright Solutions. You are the last of Armada's remaining collaborators. That, however, will soon change. You have been labeled a SS+ threat by our main AI, and thus, you must be exterminated. Prepare yourselves.
That's one sick joke, you know that? You think we worked with those shitty-ass pieces of trash?
Even someone as powerful as him can fall prey to the corrosion. Today might be just as bad as yesterday. No, it may be even worse.
I think it's worse.
Damn it. Well, we ain't gonna give up without a fight. Be on the lookout for any openings or chinks in their defenses. We can win this, guys!
Right. There are so many of them. Look out!
Threat level SS+. Beginning the eradication of Arkwright Solutions.
Make it count, Darren.
Well, I didn't quite do enough. Oh, but I get another turn, so that'll help. That'll even it out.
I can't continue. Raging winds. Reach your full power.
I won't lose.
Okay. Let's go.
Transmitting code. On yes.
Buff removal seems good.
Here goes.
That did not remove the buffs. Why are you still targeting?
Transmitting. A chance. I'll give it my all. Initiating drive.
Oh my god. He has so much health. I mean, we're winning.
Holy shit! These guys.
To be fair.
Human. It really is too bad. Your eyes were clouded, and thus you chose a doomed course. Restrain the other members, and put an end to Van Arkride's life.
And back we go. Round and round we go.
Arkride Solutions. That, however, prepare yourself.
The hell? Shit, we're back here. Is there any way we can win this? If memory serves, we did already try to go all out against him.
Are we screwed? It really is too bad. Your eyes were clouded, and thus you chose a doomed course. No, we're not. We ain't gonna die down here. Even if we can't win against them, we can find a way out.
Right. There are so many of them. Look
I have to do this again?
Red level SS plus. Beginning the eradication of Arkride Solutions.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Eat this!
Here goes.
Didn't really do much damage.
Make it count!
Activating skill. Aaron!
I can't continue.
Your move, Catra!
I can't continue. My move.
That paralyze was pretty handy.
You'll be sorry for that.
What it's all about, baby. In any turn-based game, it is all about action economy.
Keep moving, Van.
Escape route secured.
Time to run.
We've got an opening. Follow me.
Right. We're taking a rain check on the ass kicking.
Let's get out of here.
So they found a hole in our formation. Still.
There's no escape.
Oh, great. Fairy 2.
Fairy, no.
What are you doing? Why would you attack us?
What kind of question is that? You conspired with Almada and committed atrocious acts against humanity. That's why. You will pay for what you did to the people of Cray. In blood!
This isn't happening. Those sick bastards! They made her forget all about us!
They went too far this time. Damn it all!
A flawless strategy. Although, I expected no less from the sister of Mr. Al-Fayed. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance at last. I, and the Marduk soldiers who are accompanying me, can assist you in cleaning up this.
Oh, great.
riffraff.
Rosette 2.
No, not you two!
You can't be serious. Why?
Why the hell are you over on that side? Reset!
You should very well know the answer to that without my spelling it out. My employer has formed an alliance with the Warriors of Kruga for the express purpose of terminating Arkwright Solutions. And, as the service concierge formally assigned to you, I, Reset Twinings, have come to assist in that endeavor. It is truly unfortunate that my 3-year contract with you has to end in such a manner.
No! They even got Reset!
I had a bad feeling about this from the start. Shouldn't have let them go.
Now say your last prayers to the goddess. Then you'll be on your way to hell!
You stand against the Marduk Company's famed Al-Fayed unit, as well as the Zero Squad, the Central East's most powerful Kruga battalion. Your chance of escape is non-existent.
If you surrender at once, I promise you a swift death.
What do we do?
There's gotta be a way out of this.
I won't let that happen.
What?
Well. If it isn't Abi, then he brought with him a few new toys.
Hey, boss man.
Awesome! You need to wake up now.
It's Farida's pups.
And he isn't the only one.
The Divine Blade of Silver. How unexpected.
Sorry to cut in on your fun, but I thought I'd take a little piece of the action for myself.
Are you all okay?
Elaine! Ren! You came to rescue us!
Wait, what are Fairy and Rosette? It got to them, didn't it?
Unfortunately, yeah. Thanks for the save, by the way. How'd you find us?
You can thank Mirabelle for that. She gave us your location.
And she loaned us those archaisms.
Guys, less talking, more running.
I thought I had her!
Phantom Thief Grimcat and Mirabelle, why are you interfering with our mission?
I've already told you why. Guys, we really gotta pull back, and fast.
I'll hold them off. Now go! And be quick about it!
I sent the escape route to your devices. Use it to get out of here.
We've got no choice.
Yeah, let's split.
And just when I was getting pumped up. But there's always next time.
They disappeared! Was that some kind of new shard skill?
Yes. We just witnessed Mirabelle's shard smoke. It also has a jamming function. Tracking them will prove arduous.
That's unfortunate. We will have to add them to the target parameters then.
Yes.
Well then, Abi. I suppose I can't convince you to stand down.
Why are you doing this? Rooting out evil is supposed to be the duty of all warriors. So why would you side with those murderers?
Awesome. Farida, my children, my flesh and blood, you have lost your way. Not only that, but you lead others down the wrong path. A true warrior would never do such a thing. In the name of Arusha, it is my duty as your father, as the vice chief of the Kruga, to set you straight.
I hope he doesn't die. That would be a real kick in the teeth.
This is the 11 o'clock news. Early this morning, an explosion occurred in the 8th District. According to the announcement made by the Edith Police Department, old appliances and faulty outlets were the most likely culprits. The police are continuing their investigation to determine whether this was an issue with the property management.
And Victor's gonna have to answer a lot of questions because somebody set off a bomb in my office. 2 days in a row I've scurried down here with my tail between my legs. Don't see any sign of our pursuers. We should be safe for now. Thanks in no small part to Mirabelle and the Vice Chief. Hope he'll be alright. Hard to say considering who's going up against. Even a man of his valor is gonna have a hard time beating those odds. On a more positive note, you can rest easy knowing Mamar has been placed under the protection of the police and the CID. You can confirm, however, that this morning's attack was indeed carried out by the warriors of Kruga. Figured as much. Guess that means Fairy really has been corroded. That much is undeniable, unfortunately. I never can even consider the possibility of it spreading to one of us. Actually, I know that was Fairy, but I'm still having trouble accepting it. She was so cold and unwavering. Almost like the past 6 months we spent together never happened in her mind. Bizette at least appeared to remember us, but her memory had been altered. She said she was formally assigned to us, then she called me Phantom Thief Grimcat. Fairy acted as though this was her first time meeting us, just how much of her memories are still intact. And I thought things couldn't get much worse after yesterday. It really hit us where it hurt. I'm mad at myself for not seeing right through their plan. What's done is done. Right now we need to take control of the situation. It's safe, isn't it? Didn't you leave with Fairy and Rosette last night? Yeah, but we went our separate ways after a while. They went in a different direction to meet up with the Marduk crew. It seemed normal enough at that point. Maybe the corrosion took root the next day? About when the Kruga and Marduk forces started gunning for us. They ambushed me earlier this morning, too. I only barely managed to shake them off before meeting up with Elaine, Wren, and Kincaid. That's when I saw the state the office was in. Sounds as if you both have had things just as rough as us. And things will get worse still. I can't imagine Fairy, Rosette, and the world's strongest warrior will give up the chase so easily. There are few situations worse than being hunted in a blood sport played by Marduk and the Kruga. We'd best be on the move. They will catch up to us if we dally too long. I know. Well, I'd like to know if Fairy's dad made it out okay. We'll just have to cross our fingers and hope for the best. One silver lining is that they're going to be conscious about keeping collateral to an absolute minimum with being professionals and all. We can take advantage of that while we're up top. We'll carry out the plan of attack and get them back to their senses. Right, we can do this. Get this done then. The sooner this fist connects with that garden bastard's smug face, the happier I'll be. He won't be smirking after I break every last tooth in his mouth. For once, I share Aaron's sentiments. The question is, how will we go about this? Up until now, getting rid of the corrosion has required more than simply pointing out discrepancies in people's memories. Yeah, the art of persuasion didn't do much good on Ashen or Celise. In both cases, we needed something that would shake them to their core. And that something needed to be big enough to make them lose their grip on their false reality. Sounds like we got our work cut out for us. True, but it's not as though we have any other recourse. If we are to succeed, we will need more information. And I propose we split up from here. Divide and conquer is our safest and surest option in times such as these. And let's get to it, shall we? Van, Agnes, Aaron, Wren, and Shizuna. Okay, that's fine. Elaine, Kincaid, Catra, Judith. Okay, we're in the clear. Here's the plan. We'll blend in with the crowds and try and get in touch with either Brahmati or Jack. Sounds good. Surely those two can help us. If only we could contact them with our Xiphas. Fortunately, there's a strong chance Rosette can monitor our texts and calls. She likely has all of our associates marked. If we reach out to them, she may be able to trace it back to our location. Concierge lady is a force to be reckoned with in the tech department. Pain in the ass is what she is. Why can't she just come to her senses already? Oh well, guess it's up to us to give her and Small Fry a wake-up call. And to do that, we're gonna need some info on it, so let's hop to it.
Oh. She looks like she's having a hard time.
Can't say I blame her. I mean, they got both Rosette and Fairy for Adios' sake. We gotta hurry.
It's gonna be hell to pay for this. You can count on that.
They're stopping me from shopping. That's unacceptable. Excuse me. Name's Coleman, right? Sorry, but if that's me, what can I do for you? Good, I think we got something of yours. Found this lying on the ground. As soon as we picked it up, it rang. It scared me half to death. The girl on the other end of the line asked us to give this to a man in a dark blue coat named Coleman. Now, she's a friend of mine. Thanks for picking that up. Gave me a lot of grief. I mentioned it. Just try and be more careful with that thing in the future. Those phones don't come cheap, you know. And why did you do that? I understand what's going on now.
How's it going, guys? Glad to see you're all safe.
Al. I get it now. Coleman. Not a bad ploy. Sounds like I don't got to explain what kind of situation we're in.
The news kind of came out of nowhere. Jack and Bermati are currently gathering people who can help you out. Where are you now?
Central Station, but we're on our way out to Riverside.
Then come on over. How about we meet up at Giacomo's old hideout and talk strategy?
Sounds good. See you in a bit.
Then, be careful out there.
Leave it to the informants to already be up on the latest in the behind-the-scenes happenings. Wealth of connections really comes in handy in times like these. Only thought in my head now is how my debts are growing like a damn beanstalk. Well, their help comes at a most opportune time. It would be foolish not to take them up on it. Alright, looks like maybe I can buy some things, potentially.
We gotta hurry.
Nope. I guess I can't. Okay. I guess we just gotta go. Gotta go. Meetup location is further on ahead. I'll admit I don't exactly have the fondest memories of this place. Can't blame you there. Heard about what happened. This is where Almada's henchman killed that informant. Still, even after witnessing something as horrific as that, you pressed on. I commend you for that. This is where you graduated from schoolgirl with a silver spoon in her mouth to fearsome lady with guts of steel. That couldn't be further from the truth. This place is really abandoned, that'll make for a perfect hiding spot. Something on your mind? Where do I put this? Never mind. Let's just go check it out. Justina, can you...
How's that informant and gambler from Longport, isn't she?
Yeah, that's right. Got you two mech back then.
Let's save the chit-chat for later. If we lollygag, they're bound to catch us.
So, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to save right here. And we're going to call it for today. Before we get caught up in another cutscene that's going to take 40 minutes. Anywho. Yeah, so I'm going to call it here for today. I'm going to do like 4 things at once. Come on, Abel. Where's my phone? Thank you. In any case. Yeah. So I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. I think probably with more Trails Through Daybreak, because I will not be streaming Friday morning. I need to figure that out. There will be some combination of 3 streams between Thursday and Friday. I need to figure out what those are, but yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming and watching and chatting and hanging out. As always, I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening, and until tomorrow, bye-bye.